Thank you. I ask that you please stand for the singing of Old Canada.
Flin Flon Bomber supporter Lorraine Crocus, wonderful person in the community, did a lot for the team throughout the years. Ben Lalastic, defenseman, 97 to 2001. Wow. Here tonight to say some nice words on her behalf, and a $5,000, and they're going to start up something in her memory. $5,000 towards the cause again by Ben, and
fantastic.
Like you said, you think, and we talk about it again. Getting back to the two young Notre Dame Hounds, we're going to chat with the second intermission. They really missed out on that. And you know what it's all about. The billet hockey player experience. It's a big part of junior hockey.
Yeah, and coming from Flin Flon, I mean, it's a hockey Flin Flon Bomber Mad Town, and you know, it's that just proved it there. You know, there's fantastic donation in honor of a fantastic woman.
Bailey Holmes, builders of the game. The Bombers will start things off with Keith Gruner. He leads the league in goals with 29. He'll start things up front. Anthony Piccinino, 2 goals last night, including a shorthanded marker. Ryder Muka, actually all 3 of these guys scored in last night's game. Piccinino, Gruner, and Ryder Muka. Hunks, the former Hound, and Tanchik on the back end. Flin Flon going back with Matthew Keeper here tonight. Has not lost in regulation, if you can believe it. 18-0-1-1, 3 shutouts. Goals against 1.88, the best in the SJHL. Save percentage 943, the best in the SJHL. And how about this? It's one of the few games that Spencer Borsos hasn't started. Caden Perron gets the call tonight. Mike Slip for Notre Dame. Are you surprised?
You know, I think they got to give their young goalie a chance.
He's only played 3 games this year.
Yeah. You know, you got to see what he's capable of, because Borsos won't be there next year. So
his numbers this year, he's 0-3 with a goals against of 4.83 and a save percentage of 885. But here comes Vassell, the former Bomber. He'll get that inside the Flin Flon zone. Notre Dame will try to chase that one down. Looking for a good start here tonight. I know that they thought that if they would have had a better opening period last night, it might have went more their way. McCorster will chip that back to Bomber blue line. There's Holmes. Back to Leopard, dropped it back to Holmes. Quick pass to Piccinino at center, rolled away from him. Buck will roll back to the Bomber blue line. Holmes had to get back there quickly. Feeds it back to Leopard. Here's Leopard up the right side, over top of the stick that time. McCorster intercepted it, but he couldn't get the puck out. Flin Flon tried to work it back out front. That's Ryder Ringer back of the goal. Ringer working his way right out front. A shot just ripped it wide. Leopard will hold the line, or no, he won't. It'll get away from him. Vassell down on top of him, and Vassell already more jump in his step than we saw yesterday. Here's Ringer. Drop pass to Colin Semp. He had a goal in last night's game as well. Got that 5-on-3 power play goal late in the game. Buck will get past Jakubchuk and a roll back. Flin Flon's got an AP in there tonight. And it's a young defenseman here. Bannet Lebo plays in the Saskatoon Contacts, and he gets some playing time tonight. Bombers continue to mount injuries. Speaking of Lebo, we'll throw that in, but Flin Flon offside. A minute 46 gone. Shots already 3-0 Flin Flon here on the front line shot clock. Holy cow, 3 shots already.
Not the biggest crowd of the year, Rob, but better than I thought it would be with that Four Nations Cup game on tonight.
Yeah, Team Canada USA, apparently 3 fights in the first 9 seconds, Mike.
I just watched one of them before we went on the air.
That was the Kachuk boys, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Who was he fighting?
I couldn't tell, but it was a battle, let me tell you it went on forever.
Wow.
That'd be interesting.
Flin Flon will work the puck back to center. Clark has hit hard along the boards. Look out, a steal here from Arbery alone. Arbery shoots and he ripped it wide. What a chance for Reed Arbery right off the hop. Took it right off the D-man stick. Hounds come back. They'll flip that on goal. Keeper will make the save. Shovels it in the corners. Keeper's first game against Notre Dame this year. Massimo Urbani was in net when they beat them back in October. And Kenny Morcourt's beat them last couple of times. So Keeper will get his first start against Notre Dame. That's icing against Flin Flon. 17:37 to go. And the face-off back in Flin Flon territory. Great chance there for Reed Arbery. He had a number of chances in last night's game.
He sure did. He played a good game last night. He's had when he's been healthy, and he's been healthier this year. He played very well.
Cooney, who had the goal for Notre Dame last night, lines up against the face-off against Lees. Lees will win the draw. Here's Rhett Ewan quickly back to center ice. Arbery in Notre Dame territory again. Once again to the front of the net. He'll get a shot on target that time. And the save is made here by Perron. And he'll hang on. So
sorry, Rob.
17:25 to go in the third. Shots 4-1 Flin Flon.
Speaking of Reed Arbery, and he just showed it there, how strong he's become. He's just put on a lot of muscle this year, and he outmuscled the Notre Dame defender there and nearly got a good shot on net.
Bombers win the face-off, but they can't keep the puck in. Knocked away by Nolan, one of the top rookie scorers. Like we mentioned, the Hounds, 4 guys in the top 20 in rookie scoring. They got definitely a young team, but a lot of promise with some good, quick, skilled young guys. Ewan will throw that a puck across the line. They are offside. That'll allow the Hounds to regroup. There's a pass for Cooney. Got his first goal of the season last night. Throws it back in. Puck picked up here by Township. Back in his own net. Swings that pass to Hunks. Hunks' pass picked up by Garden at center. He'll rip it in. The Hounds are offside. Cooney will go to the bench for a change, and Hunks overskates it, pushed it back to center, right on the stick that time of Gene, and he'll dump it in. Gene, another one of those top rookie scorers, and he looked really good last night. He's got a lot of skill and a lot of speed. Here's Ryder Muka, bumped off the play. Now it's a little bit more of a physical game from them tonight. Like I said, they really want to get off to a good start here tonight. The indications, talking with a number of their players before tonight's game. Puck is tapped back inside the Flin Flon zone that time, courtesy of Free Gang. Flin Flon will work it ahead. It hits Muka, comes right back to Gene. Bouncing puck. Puck picked up this time by Brewers. He tried to center that out front. That got blocked. Brewers will get it again back of the net. Flin Flon kind of standing around there in their own zone. Nipwin, good cycle game going on. There's a good body check by Gruner. That'll get the puck turned over. And Piccinino will grab it at center. Piccinino tried to flip that back, hit a stick. Brewers comes back for the Hounds. He's got it at center down the wing. He'll dump the puck inside the Flin Flon zone. There's Luke Lepper. Fanned on it back of the goal. Hounds with a steal that comes out front. They flip that one just wide. Gene had a chance. Flin Flon kind of back on their heels here a little bit. Here's Holmes. Puck got partially blocked again. Flin Flon having a tough time getting out of the zone. Piccinino will just get it out. Smith gets a glove on it. That's the former Bomber. Nice pass on the tape. Picked up here by the forward. Holden didn't play last night. He's in there tonight. A little bit more size for them. Can't keep it in deep. Here's Lepper. A bounce pass picked up by Semp. He'll jump it in. Hamilton back to get it. Semp bumping with him back in the goal, but Smith right there to pick up the puck. Smith. Pass, hit a skate. Rolls just outside the blue line, picked up by Cormier. He'll flip that one back to Lepper. Good to see Cormier back in uniform tonight. Got hurt late in the game last night. We weren't sure about his prognosis. Lepper up the middle. Tapped back in by Semp. Hamilton, the D-man, back along the boards. Cormier tried to knock it down. Picked up here by Hamilton. He'll get another chance, and he will get it out this time to Bassell at center. Poked away from him. Comes back to the Hound line. Hamilton has it. Back up the middle. Looking for Bassell. Bassell almost got that one away from Jakubchuk. He would have had a breakaway there. Here's Cormier. He'll lift it back inside the Hound zone. We got a good pace to open up the game here tonight. 14 and a half to play in the scoreless opening period. The shots are 4-1 Flin Flon on the front line shot clock. This is Myers. Flip that one back. Arbery intercepted it. He'll lift that to the Bomber call up here. Lavelle. He'll dump it in. There's Lawford. Arbery follows him in the corner, knocked into the ice. He got right back up, flipped it over to Garden. Garden able to clear that one ahead. Hit Myers' escape, but winds up on the stick that time of Beatty. Beatty across the line, dropped it back to Allard. They bunch up. They can't do much with it. Flin Flon will get it back to center. Arbery to center. Lifts it back in the Hound zone. There comes Tanner Clark. D-man converted to forward here in the late stages of the season. He'll dump it in deep along the boards. Hounds can't get it out. There's an opportunity now for Joey Lees deep inside Notre Dame territory. Puck rolled away from him. Picked off that time by Myers. And he gets it back to the Bomber blue line. Hunks will jump on that one. Drop pass to Arbery. Here's a chance. Perron the save. Rebound picked up by Garden, who's been out there a long time. Lifts it ahead. Here's Beatty to center, his backhander. Scooped up here by the Bomber netminder keeper. And we'll get a face-off back inside the Flin Flon zone. We mentioned Canada-USA tonight. Well, a full slate of action in the SJHL. And all these games, it's a beautiful thing about this league. Every game really means something, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does.
We'll get to the McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard here momentarily. A face-off between Cooney and Leo Seitz. A face-off to the left of the goaltender, Matthew Keeper. Cooney going to get waved out of the face-off circle, so Gilroy goes in to take the face-off. Bombers win the draw. They get it ahead here. That's Alexander. He'll dump it in deep. Back out front. Seitz can't tap that one home, but he got himself in a good spot. Tanchuk will hold it in. Trying to come back out front. Puck is bouncing. Rhett Ewan after it. Knocked away from him. Puck came back to center. Behind Alexander, here's Tanchuk to center. He'll rip it inside the Hound zone. Ewan there to pick it up. Ewan knocked away. Nice job that time by the young D-man Lohendorf. Liked him last night. He's playing good so far tonight as well. But one holds it in. McCorsker around the boards. He'll play that one ahead. Grabbed at center ice. Here comes Gilroy. Down the wing. Flipped it inside the Flin Flon zone. Hunks will chip it out. Cut off by Smith at center. Ripped it right back in. But on the tape that time of Hunks. Hunks has Piccinino. Piccinino across the knee. Ripped that one off the right shoulder that time of Perron. Boy, he did not hesitate there. As soon as Piccinino got across the line, he let her rip. Holmes in the blue line. His shot deflected out front. There's a chance. They score! Keith Ruder with his 30th of the season. And the Flin Flon Bombers will take a 1-0 lead. Keith Ruder not going to miss from there, Mike Slip.
No, was it Nash Holmes who took the initial shot? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was.
Nash Holmes' grandma and grandpa here from Carmen, Manitoba. They'll be happy about that. They really overjoyed to be here in Flin Flon watching their grandson play, and I believe he's going to get an assist on that one.
Well, he should. He's the one that fired it for the blue line. It did get deflected out front. But Keith Ruder will pick up his league-leading 30th of the season. Puck at center ice after the goal. Bassell tries to push that one towards the Bomber line. There's Bassell with a chance. Bassell cuts in, gets a weak shot away, and that one stopped here by Keeper. The first good chance for the Hounds in close. They're working back out front to the blue line. Long shot, blockered away that time by Keeper. Lawford got the quick chance. Rebound is picked up here. Back of the goal. Hounds, though, can't keep it inside the zone. Lawford chased back to his blue line. Beat that one back to Garden. Garden, pass intercepted here by Leopard, looking for Piccinino. Garden intercepted it. Garden, a good move at center. He'll flip it off the boards back in the Flin Flon zone. Keeper stopped it. Leopard back in the net. Holmes feeds it ahead to Gruner. Good move by Muka at center. Ryder Muka down the wing across the Bomber line. Piccinino, back of the net, swatted away that time by McCorsker. Gruner trying to get it back for Flin Flon, but the Hounds have it. They'll play that one ahead to center ice, where it's grabbed here by Beatty. He'll fire that on target. The save made by Keeper. Loose puck back of the Bomber net. Picked up here by the call-up once again. That's Liebel. Knocked off his stick. There's Beatty back of the net with the steal. Back out front, a chance for Allard. A backhander on target. Good save by Keeper. Flin Flon will get it outside the zone. The stretch pass for Cormier too far. Going to roll in on target. Perrin will make the save. And he'll hang on. You get the official on that goal?
Yeah, it was Ryder Muka, Nash Holmes, and of course Keith Gruner putting it away for the Bombers.
The 30th of the season for Keith Gruner. 1-0 Flin Flon leads it. 10:47 to go here in the opening period. Shots are 9-5 Flin Flon. On the front line shot clock. Lohendorf for the Hounds off the face-off, high along the glass. Knocked down here by Liebel momentarily. Myers can't grab it. Liebel back. He's looked pretty good tonight off the glass. Back of the net. Semp tried to come out front. Lohendorf has it. The Hound D-man. Myers. Couple whacks at it. He'll get it out the second time. Flin Flon will play it back in, but they're offside. Myers leaves it there for McCorsker. Back to the other defenseman on the ice. Lohendorf. Then knocked away by Ringer. Ringer with a chance. Ringer across the line. Swatted away. Good defensive play by McCorster. Ringer back on top in the corner. Trying to come up front to Cormier. He was open, but they can't get it to him. Good work by the Hounds along the boards. Cormier does come back to get it before he gets tagged. Take care by Lohendorf. Notre Dame bench is cheering that. And the puck will roll back down inside the Flin Flon zone. There's Liebel. Quick pass to center. Cormier will flip it in, go off for a change. Perron will make the save, and picked up by Hamilton. Hamilton will drop that one back over to Smith. He lost the handle, came back to Hamilton. Up the middle, poked back inside the Flin Flon zone by Gilroy. There's Hunks. Couple Hounds on top of him, but a nice play to push it up the boards. Lees can't get the puck out. We'll chat with him in our opening intermission. He's the Bomber RVC Community Ambassador nominee for the second straight year. Won it for the entire SJHL last year. Very popular player. He'll be in the running again, I can tell you that. Here's Hunks. Played that one back to Tanchuk. Now the Bombers away. Reed Arbery to Lees. Arbery, of course, had that breakaway earlier in the game. Missed the net. Flin Flon holds it in. Tanchuk at the blue line. Tanchuk waits, shoots it. Save made by Perron. Hamilton looks like he's gassed here, Mike. I don't know what it is, and I mentioned this to you in other broadcasts we've done. I don't recall guys being on the ice as long as I've seen, whether it's Bombers or the teams they played against, as I've seen in years past. A lot of guys out there for long shifts.
You're right. We have seen a lot of it this year.
And I tell you, Hamilton almost crawled back to the bench. He was so tired.
Both teams, or all teams, not just.
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember
the Bombers
it like this.
Included.
Reed Arbery will dump that one in. Garden is back out there. Lepper knocked that one down. He gets a quick chance and fired it wide stick side. Puck will come out. Hounds had a chance to get Gene off to the races, but that got broken up. Does come across the Bomber line, picked up by Seitz. They'll drop that one back to Lepper. Here's the pass to Holmes. Got an assist on the opening goal by Keith Gruner tonight. Back to Lepper. Not a good pass. It's going to force him deep in his own zone. Had a couple of Hounds on him. Holmes fighting to get the puck out. He will carry it to center. Here comes Nash Holmes. He's tripped up. First penalty of the game coming up. And it's going to go, I believe, to the Notre Dame forward, Free Gang. He's going to go for the trip bike slip, but the Bombers going to get a chance to add to their lead. They had 2 power play goals in last night's game. Yeah,
the Coach Pilkington doesn't think that was a penalty, but I do. It's already the immediate timeout, Rob. This period's come fast.
It has. 8 minutes to go. We'll take a break. Come back with a Bomber power play. They're already up 1-0 here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com. Okay.
McDonald's at your Walmart location is proud to present the Showdown menu in honor of 2 of the big elite players in the NHL, Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid. The Showdown menu puts the new barbecue quarter pounder in honor of Austin Matthews up against the McDavid burger, the popular Big Mac. McDonald's also presenting their all-new triple cheeseburger known as the Hat Trick. The new sandwiches and all your McDonald's favorites available at your Flin Flon drive-thru location all week from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. McDonald's and Flin Flon, proud to support hockey and proud to support your Flin Flon Bombers.
Hud Bay is proud to be a sponsor of this Bomber broadcast. From donations for bursaries, hockey schools, clubs, community events, charities, and so much more, Hud Bay has supported our community with dedication and generosity, contributing to events and organizations. Hud Bay thanks the people of Flin Flon for their continued support.
You're on. And it's a Flin Flon Bomber power play. Darlene Babcock, our Pepsi power play contestant, gets her products at Walmart. Bombers get a chance. They're sent right out front to Gruner. Back in front for Ringer. Back door to Stemp, but that gets broken up, picked up, and fired down the ice here by the Hounds. The Flin Flon will start things off from square one. The Bomber power play, ranked 3rd in the SJHL, entering the game tonight at 20.9%. Notre Dame penalty kill ranked 11th, 76.3. Gruner back to Lepper. Long shot, set wide. Ringer will try to keep it in, and will bounce back to Hunks. He'll swing the pass to Lepper. Lepper back to Hunks, the one-timer. Save made by Perron. Rebound clear to the corner that time by Lohendorf, and the puck will come out. Lohendorf will grab it at center. Short-handed, he sends it in on target. The save made here. Hounds can get new penalty killers out there, and Flin Flon will once again start things off from deep in their own end. A 1-0 Flin Flon lead, 7:02 to go in the opening period, and 1:02 remaining in the power play. Liam Hunks is across the line. Try to come back out front. Gruner kind of crossed up. Semp will get it, though. They'll set it back to Ringer. Ringer's 6 power play goals on the year. Back to Lepper. Here's Hunks. Lots of room. Hunks hangs on, but throws it out front to Gruner. Gruner has the goal tonight. There's a one-timer. Lepper ripped it wide. It'll hit the boards and all the way down the ice. 37 seconds to go in the power play. Matthew Keeper well out of his own net. Played ahead to Kachuk. Second power play unit will come out there. Here's Joey Lees to center. Lees will carry the puck across the line. Nice drop pass to Cormier, who still leads the team in power play goals with 8, yet does not get a lot of power play time.
Yeah.
Which I really don't understand. How many times have I said that in a broadcast?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Like I said, back down inside the Flin Flon zone. A dozen seconds to go in the power play. Very quick period. Down to 6:08 to go. Flin Flon on the run. Here's Joey Lees. High slot off a stick. Nice redirection by Garden. With 3 seconds to go in the power play. Team Canada up 1-0, Mike Slip.
They are. You mentioned that Cole Tanchuk was Kachuk here, but your mind is on that. That's fine. But the great Connor McDavid with the first goal. I watched a documentary on the NHL today. That guy is intense.
Yes, he is. Power play just about set to expire. The puck deep inside the Notre Dame zone. Free gang is out of the box, so Flin Flon 0 for 1 tonight. That should give the Hounds a bit of a boost here. Bombers do have the puck, though, out of the corner. Alexander out front, Arbery. Arbery, a backhander. He had Leonard ripped it wide again. He's second good chance for him from point-blank range. The puck will roll back to the Bomber blue line. Yakimchuk played it ahead. Alexander goes back to get it center ice. I see Mike slip right to something down, so I have a feeling it might be a crunch the game candidate. I heard from the crowd that something happened behind the players falling to play off the ice. I have a feeling that Alexander landed a hit, right?
Yeah, he did.
You can tell when he's out there the way the crowd gets excited. Ewan chipped it ahead. Alexander can't pick it up, but Arbery comes back. Flipped it ahead to Ewan. Knocked away. Arbery thought he held it in, but they're going to say no. Came across the blue stripe. They'll blow it down. 5:12 to go opening period. 11-6 to shots in favor of Flin Flon in the 1-0 lead. What a season for Keith Gruner. 30th of the year, leads the league.
I had a chat with Keith Gruner earlier this week, and we talked about his face-off skills. He practiced that for after practice for a long time, every practice, and he's done that all his life, he tells me.
Hounds will redirect the puck inside the Flin Flon zone. Left right to be careful. Bassell on top of him. Played it ahead, but knocked down here by Kerr. Here's a chance for Kerr to the front end. Oh, what a save by Keeper. Slides out front and absolutely robs Holden. There's another chance for the Hounds. Good save by Keeper. Couple defensive breakdowns by the Bombers here, Mike Slip. And Keeper showing everybody why he's got the best stats in the league. Lee's back the other direction. Fadden on that one. 2 gigantic saves here, especially on Rich Holden. On a great pass by Kerr. Another fantastic young rookie here for the Hounds. That's hit ahead with a glove pass. Boy, 2 dynamite saves.
We talk about great goaltenders in this league. Matthew Keeper may be the best.
Well, his numbers would indicate that he is.
Statistically, he is, and came out of nowhere. He was ready to quit hockey, he told me, until he got the call from Coach Reagan, and look what he's done.
Notre Dame trainer, I think they have a hurt player. She's making her way to the bench with some equipment. I think a Notre Dame player has been assisted off. Yes, I didn't see who it was.
I didn't see it either, Rob.
That might be that Alexander hit.
Yeah.
Semp goes down. Is that going to draw a penalty? No, it's not. Play continues. Puck is set back inside the Hound zone. And getting back to Matthew Keeper for a second, a couple BC teams came calling on him as well, but he said no, he'll play in Flin Flon. Something's got to be done about that.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Here's Cormier to center. We'll talk a little bit more about that the next stoppage of play. The puck is sent in deep. There's Ryder Muka. Muka back there, trying to come back out front. Holden got a piece, but he'll look into the boards. Held in here by Tanchuk. Allard, he can't knock it down. Ringer does in the corner. Back out front. Chance for Cormier off the goal post. Flin Flon still jamming away. Ringer at the side of net. And Perron got his pad on that. Puck held in by Tanchuk. Back out front. Cormier, another chance. Off the stick. Smith got his stick on that one. That'll go over the glass and out of play. And, boy, a lot of goal posts.
Yeah.
You can tell that Cormier's a little bit frustrated because he hit a couple posts in last night's game.
He looks frustrated leaving the ice.
18 goals, though, having a great year.
He sure is. Super nice young man.
Face-off back in the Hound zone, down to 3.5 remaining in the opening period. A 1-0 Flin Flon lead, again the goal by Keith Gruner, who's lining up for the face-off. He'll take the draw here against the Hounds. Cooney Off the face-off, puck is sent in deep. Garden back of the Hound net. Off the boards, gets it out. Nolan racing after it. Yakimchuk will get that one back to center. Puck back across the Hound line. There's Lewandorf. He plays a lot, and he should. He's a good young defenseman. Here's Nolan. Lost the handle to Gruner. Took it right off his stick. Gruner will cross it to Piccinino. High slot, shoots it, got blocked. Piccinino gets it back. Back up, but Gruner can't get a stick on it. Stick lifted that time by Garden, who I think probably saved a goal. Puck lifted back to center. Yakimchuk will poke it in. Got a penalty coming up here, I think, against the Bombers this time. We're going to get an interference penalty. And the Bomber defenseman, I think Yakimchuk, is going to be the guilty party. He's pleading his case, or somebody's getting it.
I thought he was hauling Yakimchuk off.
No, he's going to go with the young D-man that was out there with him. He's going to get the penalty. It looked like it was Yakimchuk, did it not?
It did, yeah. I thought it was going to be Yakimchuk.
Leba will take the penalty, and Notre Dame will go on the power play for the first time tonight. Their power play, it was 6 last night. It's dropped to 8 for tonight's game, but still not bad at 18.6%. Of course, the Bomber penalty kill, we know how good that's been. Second in the league, 85.9%, and 13 shorthanded goals they've scored. They got one last night, courtesy of Anthony Piccinino. The Hounds have the puck right now, though. That's Hamilton. Over to Gene. Gene, top of the circle, ripped that one. Got blocked by Tantic, threw it back of the goal for Kerr. Obviously, they really missed Georgievich. You know, he'd be the guy that they'd like to have out there, but has decided to finish his career in Spruce Grove. Left the team. Did play in last night's game, but I guess got the call, and he's Alberta bound. Puck is sent down the ice. Perron will sit on it. He'll leave it back of the net. And the Hounds will work the power play from there. There is the former Bomber Smith to Hamilton quickly at center. He'll dump the puck in. Gruner will go after it. Back of that, knocked away from him. Tanchuk in there as well. Trying to freeze it up. 1:14 to go the Notre Dame power play. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the opening period. Kerr shovels that in the direction that time of Buors. They're tied up along the boards. Buors goes down hard. Gets back up. Knocked it down. Trying to play it back out front. Flin Flon will get to it. Here's Cohen Semp. Semp will skate with it to center. Now he'll dump it in. And the Bombers will get fresh penalty killers out there, and Smith will pick up the puck back to the Notre Dame net. 45 seconds to go in the Hound power play. Here's the quick pass to Gene at center. Gene in Flin Flon territory, dumped it in deep. Lepper fanned on it. Gives Nolan a chance to keep it in. Right point for McCorsker. Back over to Lewandorf. Couldn't get the pass cleanly. Broke it up here by Flin Flon, but the puck will stay inside the zone. Gene pokes it in deep. There's Arbery. McCorsker holds it in. Boy, Flin Flon looking a little sloppy here in their own zone here. McCorsker beats it back to Lewandorf. Chance that time. Puck goes off the pad that time. A keeper. Hounds come close. Held in here by McCorsker. He'll rim that around the boards. Intercepted by Holmes. He'll center down with just 5 seconds to go in the power play. And that'll do it. Notre Dame 0 for 1, but they do come close. We've had a good first period here. Here's Bassell to center. Bassell across the line. Gets it free. Bassell trying to come back out front. Cooney there as well. He couldn't pick up the puck. Cooney will go to get it back of the net. Throws it around the boards to Garden. He'll keep it in. Bassell back there again, working hard here on Cormier. Cormier had to get away from, threw it to the corner to Hunks. Hunks, he's got some room, he'll take off. There's a nice backhand pass to Ringer. Ringer tried to lift that one back ahead. Ringer gets the backhand, shoot it, knocked away. Bassell headmans at the center ice. That's picked up here by Gilroy. Gilroy tried to come back to Bassell, but intercepted by Hunks. Hunks knocked to the ice. The puck will go through the legs that time of Garden. He'll get a hold of it, send it right back in. Knocked down by Hunks. Made it back to Tanchuk. 16 seconds to go in the period. Flin Flon on top again, 1-0. Cormier, his backhander. He'll send it in deep. Picked up here by Smith. Back of the Notre Dame net. Along the boards, they'll push it back to Kerr at center. Just a couple seconds to go. That'll go deep for the Flin Flon zone. Keeper will swat to it back of the net. And if I'm Notre Dame, I got to be happy with my opening period here.
Yeah, I mean, the shots on goal, 11-9, so very close that way. The Bombers, I thought, played okay, but again, the Notre Dame Hounds have to be happy with that.
You know what's interesting to me? We know how skilled Flin Flon is and how deep their forward group is. Notre Dame was kind of outskating them at parts of that opening period.
Yeah.
Flin Flon got caught there. I mean, look at those two great saves by Matthew Keeper. They almost got a goal on him in the power play late anyway. Just rolled off his pad wide. Notre, like I said, there's some good young skilled players here, and it'll be really interesting to see where they are a year from now.
Yeah. You know, again, you mentioned Nipawin, the same thing. You're right. There has been they had a far better first period than they did last night. So I'm sure they're not happy about the BCHL defection, and it got a little burr in their saddle, a little fire underneath, and it showed. I think they're playing good. Evan Bassell, I think, had a good.
He looks way better tonight.
Looks like he exactly right. He looks like
he's getting the puck, and he's like things that we saw him do with Flin Flon. Pretty good hands, a guy that can carry the puck. We didn't see a lot of that from him in last night's game. But he's been good tonight, and tell you what, Notre Dame's right in it. Kudos to them, a good opening period. We'll take a break. The first intermission show for the co-op is coming up. We'll recap the first period scoring summary. We'll have a conversation, like I said, with the Bombers candidate for the RBC Community Ambassador Award, which is Joey Lees for the second straight year. We'll chat with him. Out-of-town scoreboard, lots of fun stuff coming up. Can you update us on that Canada game?
I can. Yeah, and it's Jake Gunsel for the U.S. has tied it up. It sounds like it's rough and tumble. I heard people talking, they don't want to. They want to make it like an all-star game without many hits. 3 fights in the first 9 seconds, and I guess Bennington got hit, so they're going at it hard.
Well, and you and I talked about this off the air, Mike. It'll be interesting. Canada down to 5 defensemen.
Yeah, Cale Makar sick, and that's a huge loss because you said it to me earlier. The best defenseman in the world.
And they lost Theodore. He's out for the tournament. They lost him in their first game.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll update that. Lots of other stuff still to come from the Whitney Forum. Flin Flon on Keith Gruner's 30th of the season. They lead at 1-0 here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
The North
Clear.
Answer the call and become a primary care paramedic at University College of the North. This hands-on, action-packed 1 to 2 year program is offered in both DePauw and Thompson. Start classes by September 2025 and then start in a rewarding career by 2027. Don't wait. Apply now at ucn.ca. UCN. Here you can.
Hayugay tutanao, University College of North, sa tinutigis kinomagay ay kantopatenao, ucn.ca, UCN Pagutagan, Paris,
The last thing you want to do after a long day is making supper, and no one wants to go back into the cold, which is why Chicken Chef will deliver right to your door. Enjoy their signature chicken or tasty pizza Tuesday to Saturday from noon until 7:30. You can have all your favorites from Chicken Chef in the comfort of your own home. Order online at chickenchef.ca, a click away from it always feeling like home.
The North of 53 Co-op strives to serve the entire community, so they invite you to enjoy the gluten-free items in the bakery freezer. See if you can even tell the difference with everyday items like bread, buns, and bagels, to any sweet treat you can imagine, and some you can't even. Muffins, cakes, donuts, even brownies, all gluten-free,
10 seconds.
all at the Co-op. No need to limit yourself. See what's in store at the North of 53 Co-op. You're at home there.
You're on. And welcome back to our first intermission for the North of 53 Consumers Co-op. Let's take a look at the first period scoring summary. Just the one goal, Mike, to get to Keith Gruner. Again, nobody picked him up in front of the net. He's not going to miss from there. League leading 30th of the year. You mentioned it when the goal was scored. Nash Holmes, a great play. Just put it on net.
Yep.
You put the puck on net, anything can happen. A quick release. Muka was the one that fed it to him off the face-off. He gets the quick shot. It did hit somebody in front. Bounced, and Gruner there to put her home for his 30th of the year. That came at the 9:44 mark. Shots, like we mentioned, close 11-9 in Flin Flon's favor. But again, this Notre Dame team kind of outskating Flin Flon, at least at parts of that opening period tonight. And Flin Flon might be fortunate that they've got the lead after one. Again, I go back to those two great saves that Matthew Keeper made.
Fantastic.
And, of course, the great the missed opportunity they had on the power play because it was close. It rolled off his pad, and he wasn't sure where it was.
Yeah.
So.
Bombers hit 2 posts.
Yeah, Cormier on the post, and then Reed Arbery, that partial breakaway, completely missed the net on it.
Yeah. So the Bombers are playing a little more physical tonight. There's been some.
Well, Alexander, you've already got him for a crutch of the game.
Yeah, actually, the Notre Dame Hound, I hope I have, is Landendorf on Cormier had a huge hit too. So a little more. Lowendorf, I'm sorry. So a lot more hitting tonight than there was all last night.
All righty, so that's the story after one. It's the one goal by Keith Gruner, his league-leading 30th of the year. Bucha and Holmes, the 2 rookies, the assists on that one, shots 11-9 Flin Flon. And again, when the Flin Flon Bombers lead after 20 minutes of play this year, having themselves a pretty nice year at 20-1. They've only lost 1 game all year when they've led after 1 period of play. When the Hounds trail after 1 this year, the record 2-21-1. But saying that, just 1 goal. We'll see what happens here tonight. We'll take another quick break. Our Creighton Pizza player profile on the way. Joey Lees will join us next. He'll chat, of course, about being the Bombers' representative again for the RBC Community Awareness Award. Of course, he won it for the entire SJHL last year. He'll have a chance to win it again this year and will be the Bomber nominee. He joins us next. More of the opening intermission for the Co-op straight ahead here from the Whitney Forum, right here on 102.9 CFER and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear. Crane Furniture knows you've dreamed of the day you could say goodbye to your old appliances. And that day is here. With Maytag's Buy More, Save More deal, you can save $150 when you purchase 2 major Maytag kitchen appliances. Say goodbye to the fridge with the obnoxious hum and the oven with the faulty burner. And say hello to a brand new pair of Maytag major kitchen appliances. Maytag's Buy More, Save More deal, now until March 3rd at Creighton Furniture and Appliance Center.
Hey, Mom and Dad, my report card was good. Can we get Creighton's Pizza? Yay!
Hey, neighbor, can I do that shoveling for you? I'm trying to make enough cash to buy my first Creighton's Pizza. Oh, thanks, bro. Can I borrow a shovel?
This one's going to be an all-nighter. Before I chair this meeting, we should get some Creighton's Pizza.
Look, Daddy, look at my report card. Can we get Creighton's Pizza anyway?
688-2080 for 25 years, Creighton's Pizza. Fight for the last slice.
You're on. Welcome to our first intermission, our Creighton Pizza player profile. Joey Lees will join us here tonight. Joe, first and foremost, boy, the team playing some great hockey. Tough to see that streak come to an end and nip one there, because it's funny, last night, if you wouldn't have lost that game last night, you could actually tie the league record. I don't know how well aware you were of that or not, but tough to see the streak come to an end, but nice to see the teams picked it up again.
Yeah, I mean, a streak like that, the boys were obviously rolling for quite some time there. It felt really good. I feel like we had a slower start to the season, and that streak kind of got us back to where we thought we should be. And seeing it end obviously sucks, but we weren't good enough that game. We know we got a lot more, and then I think since then we've picked it up. We got back to kind of playing our game, and we still got more for sure, but this is the time of the season where you just got to start getting better every day, ramping it up, and getting ready for playoffs.
Well, there's a lesson there for sure. It's a team you've beaten 17 times in a row, but again, if you're not ready to go, you're not going to win the game.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. Dipplin came to play, and yeah, we didn't, so they got the better of us that night.
Anyway, you've rebounded. You've won 3 straight since then. Notre Dame again here tonight. I thought you did what you had to do to win last night's game. Maybe not the prettiest of wins, Joe, but sometimes it's tough against these bottom-end teams, is it not?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Like, they don't really have much to play for right now. They're out of the playoff contention, and that could be dangerous in a way. Like, you never know what those... I don't really know. That's a tough question.
No, is it tough though to, like, I mean, it's easy to get up for Melfort.
Yeah.
It's easy to get up for Battleford, Weyburn, but I think some of these bottom end teams, it can be tough. You play so many games in a season. I mean, I think, and they don't bring a lot of energy like last night. I mean, wasn't really a physical game. It just kind of seemed like they're maybe just kind of going through the motions and kind of it's just tough to get up. There wasn't a lot of emotion in the game.
Yeah, I think we had a pretty good start to the game yesterday. And then in the second period, we kind of let our foot off the pedal there. But yeah, like you said, these bottom end teams, like it's not hard to get up for. Like it's our job to be ready for these games, and we practice all the time. And, like, this is our job. But obviously, teams like Melfort and Weyburn, they're different. Like, it's easy to get up for those games, but this is a big mental challenge coming up against Notre Dame. So, I don't know, there's a lot of ways you can take. You can look at it, but I think our team's been doing pretty good.
Well, I mean, the bottom line is to get the 2 points, and you did that. Listen, congratulations. You're the Flin Flon Bombers representative again for the RBC Ambassador Community Award. Of course, you won it for the entire SJHL last year. Your thoughts on being the Bomber nominee again this year?
It's great. I've talked about it a lot. It means a lot to me. I really take pride in being a community guy, a community person, and kind of giving back to the community that I grew up in and was raised in. So a big honor to be nominated again, and just kind of giving back to the town that loves me, and I loved it here. So yeah, it's awesome.
What did it feel like to win it for the entire league last year?
It was pretty cool. I didn't really know how the winning, like, it worked, but it was a vote.
Voting online, I think.
Yeah, it was a vote, and to be voted by the town and having all their support behind my back, it's super special for sure.
Well, you like to get out in the community. Why don't you mention some of the things? I know that you're obviously involved with Ruth Betts School because RBC donated $1,000 towards the school, which is a big deal because that's the school that you attended.
Yeah, I grew up going to Ruth Betts. I went there from kindergarten to grade 8, and then went to Hamlot, and then I moved out. But adults, I do. I'm a ref. I obviously work at Ruth Betts. I do coaching for minor hockey, a lot of minor hockey things, and then some skills coaches I do on my own time with some kids from town. So, yeah, it's super special. I mean, passing my knowledge down to the younger generation is sweet, and again, doing everything I can.
What made you decide you wanted to become an official?
Keeps me involved in the game. I don't know. I like to do something like that on my off time. Gives me stuff to do at night, I guess. I don't know. It's fun.
Have you got a thicker skin after becoming a referee? Because it is not an easy job. I don't care what level you're doing.
No, it's definitely hard. Actually, last game I repped was a gold medal game in a Flin Flon tournament. It was Flin Flon U, I think 13.
Yeah, it was a Tegan Quinn tournament. I was here.
Yeah, U13, Flin Flon versus Thompson rivalry game, and I called a penalty in overtime on Flin Flon, and definitely heard about that a little bit. But yeah, it's a tough job. I mean, definitely have respect for the officials at the next level, and I guess I get it. Like, it's not an easy task.
No, and good for you for doing it because they certainly need a lot more referees. What's it been like for you, Joey? Now your third year in the SJHL, boy. It's flying by, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels like just the other day I was a rookie in the league, and I don't know, trying to prove myself. But now I'm an older guy on our team and in the league with some experience, so it's definitely flown by. Miss all the boys that I've played with, but it's awesome meeting new guys all the time. Yeah, it's super special. Just try not to take it for granted and do my best with my time here.
Well, it is a special group. I mean, only one regulation loss down over 3 months. I mean, even with all the skill and talent you had last year, that group didn't do that. Why has this team been so successful this year? What's been the secret?
I think our guys just know what we have to do day in and day out. I'm going to say we got the best fourth line in the league. I don't even think it's close. Just our guys, they're all bought in, and we do our jobs every day. We come to work every day. And the thing is, we're not satisfied. We want to get better all the time, and we have one goal in mind, and that's a championship. So this group is super bought in, super focused, and yeah, we're ready for tonight, get these 2 points.
You mentioned focus, you mentioned the group, a lot of holdovers from last year's team. Probably no better motivation than losing the league final. Everybody in hockey had Flin Flon picked. I mean, you were the number one team in the country, I think, for like 16 straight weeks, whatever it was. You came up short. I know, obviously, you and everybody else in the team was disappointed. I'm assuming a pretty good motivation for this year.
Yeah, I mean, losing in the finals, it's never easy. There's a couple ways you could take it, but I think the guys that came back from last year's team, we took it well. Boys had a good off-season. We came back. From the start of the season, we were a motivated group, and the whole year we've had one goal in mind, and that's a championship. So hopefully we're just taking stepping stones right now to get up there, get to that pedigree, for our game, but I think we've been doing a really good job, and that time's going to come, and we're going to be ready for it.
Quickly, you've had a lot of moments. What's the best moment for you in a Bomber uniform so far? You got a lot to pick from.
I know, I'm trying to think. I would probably say my first goal is pretty special.
Well, I mean, you got a chance to play with your brother.
Yeah.
You won the Community Ambassador Award for the entire league, and Bombers' most popular player voted last year, too, so a lot of accolades.
Yeah, again, this town treats me really well. It's great here. I love it.
I think we mentioned it up there, Joe. I think you have a lot to be happy about. Yeah. Listen, thanks for doing this. Good luck against the Hounds here tonight. Good luck the rest of the way. Playoffs are just around the corner.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
That is Joey Lees, the Flin Flon Bombers representative once again for the RBC Community Ambassador Award here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear. Bubbly sparkling water is the best. It has the fizz that gives the zest. With lots of flavors, there's no contest, cause you know bubbly.
What are you doing?
Just rapping about bubbly sparkling water to tell people how good it is.
Is that really necessary?
Well, you know, I wanted to,
Why don't you just tell them that bubbly sparkling water has no sugar, no calories, and it gives you that refreshing and delicious taste you crave?
I think that's a better idea.
Arctic Beverages, proud supplier of bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
The Winter Whiteout event is back at Northland Ford. Purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle and you'll be entered to win a travel voucher valued at $5,000. Get discounts of up to $9,000 on select F-150s or choose finance rates as low as 0%. Come see the Ford Bronco Sport or check out Northland Ford's selection of pre-owned inventory. Drive one home and you're in to win that $10,000 travel voucher. The Winter Whiteout event on now at Northland Ford, Flin Flon, and the Pod. The dealership you tell your friends about.
You're on. Go.
And welcome back to Whitney Forum. The two teams have made their way back on the ice. Let's take a look at the McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard tonight. One SJHL game already complete. Humboldt gave up a couple quick goals to battle for today, but they stormed back to win that one 5-3.
Scary team.
Estevan, a little bit tighter with Yorkton tonight, 3-3. That's with about 4 minutes to go in the second period. Melville, a 1-0 lead on Kindersley in the second period. And Melfort leads Larange 1-0 after one. MJHL and Four Nations scores coming up. Opening face-off between Jean and Gruner. The puck sent back inside the Flin Flon zone. There's Townchuck. Bombers once again ahead 1-0. It's a one goal by Keith Gruner. His league leading 30th of the year as we're just underway in the second period. Lohendorf. He'll send that one in. Hunks partially blocked it. Hunks back. Hangs on, sends it ahead to Gruner. Gruner will tap that one over to Piccinino. Here's a nice pass to Muka. Muka with a chest. Muka, great move. Oh, tripped up. Going to draw a penalty here. No doubt about it. Piccinino will pick it up. Flin Flon going back to the power play. Piccinino will get it to the blue line. He'll hang on. Piccinino gives way to Gruner. Back out front. Ringer. Oh, he had backdoor. He had Lepper wide open and just missed him with the pass. Hounds will touch the puck. Gene will get a hold of it. And we got a penalty against the Hounds. And we talked about this lots in broadcasts as well, Mike. Good penalties and bad penalties. That's a good penalty because that was a scoring chance.
Yeah, they sort of got tangled up, but still a penalty for sure.
Lohendorf will go off. It's a tripping call. Flin Flon will go back to the power play here tonight. Poopsie Weber, a Pepsi power play contestant, gets his products at the Creighton Petrol Can. And good luck to him. Again, if the Bombers score on the power play, he'll win a 12-pack of Pepsi, courtesy of Arctic Beverages, your local dealer of Pepsi Cola in northern Manitoba and Saskatchewan. Here's Liam Hunks for Ryder Ringer. Lots of traffic in front of that Notre Dame net. Back to Lepper. Ringer had the stick cocked. He won't shoot it. Here's Hunks, a quick chance, and Braun got a blocker on that. Bombers get it back to net to Coinsep. Nice pass off front. Hunks a chance, ripped it wide. Of course, they can't get it out, but picked up and sent down the ice this time by Cooney. Keeper out of his own net. Hunks will grab it back, and Cooney's going to come right after him. He gets it ahead here to Lepper. Dropped it back to Hunks at center. A lot of skating room for him. He'll get it across the line. Hunks will bring it in. Here's Semp. Side of the net. Took the pass and lost the handle. Nolan will pick it up. A nice job to flip the puck back down the ice. Flin Flon power play, like we mentioned, ranked third in the league entering play tonight, but have not been able to generate much in the first couple of chances. Not a lot of offensive zone time. Give Notre Dame's penalty killing credit. They played well. Stretch past the Leper. He'll get a hold of it. He'll rim it in deep inside Notre Dame territory. Again, puck taken right off Ryder Ringer's stick. Down the ice it goes, and Flin Flon's they haven't been able to hold on the puck for very long tonight, have they?
Especially on this power play, the Notre Dame's Hounds doing a good job.
Janchuk ahead to Joey Lees. Here he is quickly. Lees across the line, gets it in deep here for Leo Seitz for Piccinino. Janchuk will hold in at the left point. Puck picked up here by Seitz, back to the point. Janchuk just holds it in. Here's Lees. Back out front, nice pass. Back door. Piccinino tried to come out front. He had Cormier there, couldn't get it to him. Lees holds it in. Lees fakes the shot. Blue line for Janchuk. Lets a rip. Kicked away that time by Perron. There's a good setup. Puck in the corner. Grabbed here by Cormier. Made a nifty move there. Then he lost the handle. Smith has the stick knocked out of his own hands. Probably should have been a penalty against Flin Flon. Lees. Nice job. Piccinino up front. Shoots it. And Perron is there. Just 1 second remaining in the Flin Flon power play, getting a couple of chances, but the Hounds, outstanding job keeping everything to the outside and letting their goalie see all the shots.
Absolutely. Speaking of their goalie, Caden Perron, he is a big fellow, 6'5" in there.
I thought he might be from Quebec, but he's from White City, Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
Anyway, 1 second remaining in the Flin Flon power play. Arbery out there to take the draw. He'll line up here for the face-off deep in Notre Dame territory. Flin Flon does win the face-off. And that got fired wide. Power play over, back to 5 aside. Flin Flon 0 for 2 in the game. Puck in front of the Notre Dame net. They do get it free. And they'll start their way up the ice. Here's a pass down for Bassell. The former Bomber he's going to draw a penalty.
Yeah, that's a
and
good call.
Lebo's going to go to the box again as he tried to take away his space. Bassell had a step on it. Here's Lohendorf's shot. Arbery blocked that one.
That was a good call. And a good
that's
penalty.
a good penalty to take again because Bassell had a step on him. He didn't have much other choice to do but to haul him down.
Yeah. The referee's got that one right, but you're right. That was a good penalty to take.
So Notre Dame will go to the power play for the second time. Manitoba Junior Hockey League scores tonight. The Stampeders lead the Freeze 1-0 in the second. Niverville a 3-1 lead on the Blizzard also in the second period. Rest of these games after 1. Steinbach leads the Blues 2-0. Selkirk confronted Portage 1-0. Neepois leading Verdun 2-1 and Waitwait and Winkler 1-1. On our McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard. 1-0 Flin Flon leads it here. A goal by Keith Gruner back in the opening period. Puck stripped away, sent down the ice. Perron will wait for it. He'll make the save. And boy, he hung on to it, but he does slide it out front. So Lohendorf, it looked like he's going to hang on to it, but he sweeps it ahead to Lohendorf, and he'll take off down the ice and dump the puck inside the Flin Flon zone. Hunks waited for it. Got blocked here by Beatty. He leads the Hounds in power play goals with 5. Beatty. Poked away from him, back up. There's Bassell after it again. High stick there. Janchuk takes one. Ref didn't see it. Back to McCorsk at the blue line. Good fires. Good save keeper. Hounds get it again. Along the boards. Good work here. There's Bassell. Bassell back of the Flin Flon net. He'll hang on to it. Good work here by Bassell. There's the nice hands we saw when he was a member of the Bombers. Left it back there. Puck picked up that time. But the Hounds can't hold it in. Sent off the glass, back down the ice. Lohendorf will come back to get it. 57 seconds to go in the Hound power play. Hunks running into Holmes there. Didn't see him. Lohendorf swings that pass back to McCorsker. Had some trouble handling it. Gets it back to Lohendorf. Lohendorf will carry the puck in. There's Lohendorf in the corner to Kerr. Kerr lost the handle to Ringer. And he'll set it down the ice. We talk about Keith Gruner's 5 shorthanded goals. Ryder Ringer's got 4 himself.
Yeah.
Hamilton going to fight off Piccinino. Had a shorthanded goal in last night's game. Hamilton, though, will fight him off the center. Hamilton across the Bomber line. He'll hang on to it. There's Hamilton to the blue line through Smith's leg. He'll get back and pick it up. Smith has it. Off the boards, back at Flin Flon territory. 16 seconds remaining in the Notre Dame power play. There's Jean to knock it down. In the corner, they work it back out front. They had a guy wide open there. Off a leg, great chance there for Kerr, but the puck got intercepted. Flin Flon sent it the length of the ice. Wiley Smith back to get it. Ahead to Jean, back to 5 aside. As Liebel's back on the ice here for Flin Flon. So neither team been able to muster much of the power play tonight. Both teams 0 for 2. And a good pace again here in the second period. Hamilton knocked it down. He'll rip that one wide. Jean still out there for Notre Dame. Long shift again back to Garden. On target, kicked away by keeper. Rebound picked up by Kerr. Hounds look like they're a step ahead of Flin Flon again here in the period, Mike.
Boy. Yeah, they do.
There's a chance. Kerr getting in. Keeper can't find the puck. It's loose in front of him. And they're definitely a step ahead of the Bombers here in this second period.
That was a very fast whistle. You and I could see that puck was loose from up here, and the Hounds got it, but the whistle blew. The referee lost sight of it. But yeah, you're right. We mentioned this last night. The Notre Dame Hounds play very aggressive on the penalty kill and the power play, and showing it here.
They've looked good here. The shots are 15-12 Flin Flon, but the Hounds, some good opportunities. There's Cooney to take the face-off. And again, we talked about it before the game and in the intermission, lacking that real go-to guy to get a goal when you really need it. And obviously not having their top point getter. Here's a chance for the Hounds again. That's pushed on line that time. That's one of the rookies, Gilroy. They mentioned, of course, missing Georgievich.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they love that, especially in a tight one-goal game, right? You like to have them.
Yeah, absolutely. They're right now in this second period. They're out hustling the Flin Flon Bombers.
Cooney to take the face-off against Seitz. Once again, the left of Matthew Keeper holding his team in. It comes right back to McCorster. Spins, fires. That got blocked by Ewan. Now the puck will come out. Ewan has it in the center. Here's Ewan. He'll get that one in deep for Alexander. Lohendorf, he'll poke it to the corner. Gilroy back to get it. Played it ahead, but couldn't get it out. Holmes will hold it in. And we got another penalty coming up here.
The Bombers.
Going to be a boarding call, and I think Alexander might be headed to the box, maybe.
Ewan?
No, it's going to be Ewan. That Notre Dame, who looked really good in the last power play, going to get another chance here, Mike. Fans don't like it, but the penalty has been called.
We always say it, Rob. You don't want to take a penalty in the offensive zone.
So Notre Dame back on the power play for the third time here tonight, trying to tie up this game. Again, a 1-0 Flin Flon lead. Keith Gooder back in the opening period. The Bombers back on their heels here so far in the second. Gruner's going to get waved out in the face-off circle. Sepp going to go in there and take the draw here against Bassell. And Bassell definitely a fire in his belly tonight. A lot better game here against his former team tonight.
Might be the best Hound out there.
Bombers dump it in. Look out, Funny Hoff open net. Oh, got close to getting another short-handed goal. Here's Gruner, a chance, and he ripped it wide. Herod, you got to give the kid a little bit of a break there. Doesn't know the bounces here. Got caught. It came right back out front, and they missed not once but twice. I thought for sure that was going in. Gruner, he got in there quickly looking for his league-leading 6th short-handed goal. Just missed it, but boy, that would have been a tough break here against Notre Dame had that one gone in.
You see those bounces all the time here at the old girl, the Whitney Forum, and what's going on here now, Rob?
They're taking the face-off outside the zone, I think. They're going back to center ice, maybe. Oh, another penalty to Flin Flon. Cole Tanchuk is going in the box. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 here for Notre Dame. You'll have to listen in. This might be an unsportsmanlike.
Notre Dame coach was upset. I don't know if it was for this.
No, he had the whiteboard out showing some guys stuff on the bench. But anyway, a 5-on-3 here for Notre Dame for a minute 33. Cole Tanchuk, the Bomber captain, assessed a penalty for something. Here comes the announcement. Here's a chance for Gruner down the left side. Delay a game is the call. Gruner hit hard by Smith. Gene will come back to get the puck in his own blue line. So a delay a game penalty being called. Here comes Smith for the Hounds. Across the line. Throws it over to Kurt. Knocked away. Puck will come back to center. Hamilton will get it at his blue line. A minute 10 to go in the first penalty. A minute 37 in the second. Here's Hamilton. Stretch pass to Gene. Gene down the wing. Cuts in a shot. Blocked that time by Yakubchuk.
That's what Coach am I seeing that right, Pilkington?
Did he maybe poke? Did he shoot the puck over the glass?
He did, and that's what the coach is yelling. He was waving the signal for that delay of game over the glass. That's exactly what happened.
So there you go. So it's a delay of game to Tanchuk. A 5-on-3 for the Hounds continues.
Big opportunity for the Notre Dame Hounds.
Absolutely. There's the one face-off. McCorster. One-timer shot that time by the D-man Lohendorf. It hit somebody and went wide again. So 54 seconds on the first penalty, a minute 21 in the second. And one thing that Notre Dame did do well in last night's game that they carried over tonight, they win a lot of face-offs.
Yeah, they do. They did. You're right. They did last night.
They're winning every one tonight. Back to McCorster again. Here's Lohendorf. McCorster hangs on. Lots of traffic in front. Back to Lohendorf. A one-timer. Keeper there. A good save. And lots of Notre Dame traffic in front of him, including Ian Boers, another very good offensive threat, one of the top rookie scorers in the league. And boy, Notre Dame doing everything, but scoring tonight, the shots are tight again, 15-14 Flin Flon. On the front line shot clock. Kerr will try to win another draw here against Keith Gruner. This 5-on-3 continues. With a face-off deep in the Flin Flon zone, to the left of the netminder, Matthew Keeper. Hounds win the draw. Lohendorf to Jean. Jean back to Lohendorf, thinking about the shot. Kind of got away from him, but he'll keep it in. But Forster back to Jean, side of the goal. There's an opportunity. Jean will fire over top of the net, picked up back of the goal by Kerr. Kerr! He and Hunks collide. They fall down. Jean gets the pass. Back out to Lohendorf. Jean's got the stick. Caught! Bad on it. Still made it through. Good save by Keeper. Hunks trying to get the loose puck back of the goal. 15 seconds to the first penalty. Held in that time by Lohendorf. Grabbed here by Gruner. And he'll get it the length of the ice. And Ron will stop it. That'll give Flin Flon a chance to get some new penalty killers out there. Just 3 seconds to go in the first penalty. McCorster skates with it to center. He's across the Bomber line. McCorster will bring it in deep. Ewan is under the box, and he'll pick it up. Ewan will get a hold of it, does the smart thing, knocks it down, goes off for a change. With 17 seconds in the second Hound power play. Time running out, forced back in their own zone. Nolan run back to the net that time by Piccinino. Lohendorf too far. That'll be an icing call against Notre Dame here. At least it should have been. Lepper will pick it up. He'll move it ahead. Piccinino comes back to get it at center. That'll do it for the power play. Mike Slip for the Bombers kill the 5-on-3. Back to 5 aside. Vassell loses the handle. Intercepted by Ringer. Ringer hangs on. Shoots it. Good save. Rebound. Oh, another one by Perron. Robbing Piccinino. Tough giveaway by the Hounds in their own zone, but their goaltender Perron bailing them out with 2 big saves. Puck lifted back at the Flin Flon zone. There's Arbery. Back of the goal to Holmes. Holmes will play that one ahead. Picked up by Ringer. Feeds it back to Lepper off his skate. He'll bounce that off the boards back and in. Hamilton back to get it. Had to be careful. Arbery was on top of him. Hamilton blows the tire, goes down back of the goal. Sights though, can't knock it down and keep the puck in. Hounds get it back to center before Cooney gets bumped off the play. Here's Clark to Arbery off his skate. Holmes will tap it back across the Hound line. Garden gets a hold of it. That got blocked as well. Clark way offside, though they can't pick up the puck. Here's Garden. Trying to come back up the middle off his stick. It'll ricochet in the Flin Flon zone with Tanchuk along the boards. Lee's can't catch up with it. Garden holds it in, but he puts it right on Lee's stick. He'll feed that one back to Clark. Here's Arbery across the line. Arbery will bring it in deep. Got to get away in the corner. Got knocked down hard there. Taken down by the Hound defenseman Smith, the former Bomber. Puck off the glass. Back to center. There's Tanchuk. Tanchuk lost that one to Free Gang. And another penalty coming up here. Hooking call to go to the Hounds this time. He doesn't like it. Cooney shaking him off. But Flin Flon will go back to the power play. We got immediate timeout. We'll take another break and come back with the Bomber power play. They lead this game 1-0. Keith Gruner's 30th in the air. The only offense so far here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear. McDonald's at your Walmart location is proud to present the Showdown menu in honor of 2 of the big elite players in the NHL, Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid. The Showdown menu puts the new barbecue quarter pounder in honor of Austin Matthews up against the McDavid burger, the popular Big Mac. McDonald's also presenting their all-new triple cheeseburger known as the Hat Trick. The new sandwiches and all your McDonald's favorites available at your Flin Flon drive-thru location all week from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. McDonald's and Flin Flon, proud to support hockey and proud to support your Flin Flon Bombers.
There are many reasons to get new furniture, but if you need some help convincing yourself, Creighton Furniture is there to show you some new and interesting items that may just scream you. Furniture is the backdrop to our lives, for sitting and sleeping, but also to express our sense of style. And as our needs change, so should our furniture. You can stop teasing yourself with pictures of someone else's stuff. Drop into Creighton Furniture today and get some drool-worthy pieces of your own. They're here, they're local, and they have it all. Creighton Furniture, make it your first stop.
You're on the power play. They work that out front to Ryder Ringer just off the heel of his skate. He'll work it back to Hunks. Here's Gruner back to Ringer. Left side for Lepper. Back to Ringer. Ripped it over Bomber, top of the net, good chance there. Gruner trying to get it to settle down. Ron Dixon, by the way, our Pepsi Power Play contestant this time, gets his products at the Red Apple. Good luck to Ronnie, big Flin Flon Bomber supporter. There's a nice pass out front to Gruner. He lets a rep off the pass that time. Look out, it's going to take his mask right off his head. We saw that last weekend, too. That Estevan goalie had a hard time keeping his butt on.
Absolutely.
I don't understand how they come off that easy.
He shook it off. He got hit right in the mask, and I think his strap came off. He's working on it there, Rob. Do you know, Rob, has Perron been with the Hounds all season?
I just know it's his fourth game that he's played.
I was going to say, you know, when a goalie...
They have 3 guys listed here.
Yeah, when a goalie only plays 4 games, he gets in.
Well, the other guy they got listed here hasn't played a game, so...
The pressure is huge, you know.
Played well.
He's played that's where I'm going, Rob. He's played very well, and it's tough when you don't get to play a lot.
Especially for a goalie.
Yeah, it's so hard, and then you go in and you're worried that if I screw up, I'm not getting back in a game. So good for the young goaltender.
He's standing tall tonight. There's Ringer, side of the goal for Gruner. Flin Flon on the power play for another minute 16. Hunks at the blue line, stops, hangs on. Liam Hunks, the former Hound, of course. Back to Lepper, to Hunks. Hunks shoots it. Step redirected to the corner. That's picked up here by Nolan, but he can't get a stick on it. Flin Flon keeps the puck deep inside the Hound zone. A minute to go in the power play, 8.5 to go in the second period. They'll get it out that time. Notre Dame will lift it down the ice on target. Matthew Keeper will make the save. Free gang was on him. Had to be careful what he decided to do. He'll dump it back to the net to Hunks, and he'll take his time. Still 45 seconds on the power play. Lifts the puck over to Piccinino. Piccinino down the wing will carry the puck in. Back of the goal it goes. There's McCorster. He'll lift that around the boards. And Hunks, looking a little tired here, will go back to pick it up at his own blue line. Nice lead passer to Piccinino, forced off the play. Got it back to Seitz. Seitz to center, will bounce it off the board, back in the Hound zone. Joey Lee's racing after, hit the referee. It's in his skates, he wasn't sure where it was. Nolan had to pin it up along the boards. Lee's, Piccinino, Cormier both try to dig it free. With 14 seconds to go in the power play, 7:51 in the second period. Piccinino does get to it eventually. Back to Seitz. Feeds it ahead to Tanchuk. Seitz again. Seitz, top of the slot for Lees, and off the tip of his stick. McCorster will get to it. And that'll do it for the Flin Flon power play. 0 for 3, and I don't know if they had a shot on net there, Mike, did they?
They had that one he made a great save on.
Seitz will pick it up inside his own zone. Holden watches him, forces him back of the net. Seitz not sure what to do. He'll bank it in the corner, picked up this time by Yakimchuk. Yakimchuk hanging on to it. Flin Flon hanging on to a 1-0 lead. And look out, another collision here between Lees and Seitz. That's the second collision we've seen. We saw Hunks and Holmes collide, and now it's Seitz and Lees. Hounds ice it, face off back in the Flin Flon zone with 7:01 to go. Just a 1 goal tonight by Keith Gruner, his 30th of the year. Hounds playing tough tonight, and they're in this game again. Shots are 18-14, Flin Flon on the front line shot clock. 7:01 to go, face off back in Notre Dame territory to the left of the goaltender Perron, making the most of a rare start for him. And another face-off won by Notre Dame. Holden knocked down. Nuka tried to get a hold of it. Look out, McCorster had him lined up and he just missed him. Clark will come in and knock it down and put it in the corner. Back of the net. Kerr has it. Up the boards it goes. Holden, though, lost the handle. Nice play by Nuka. And Flin Flon offside, blown down with 6:37 to go here. And Flin Flon having a tough time finding the net here in this game.
Yeah, 1-1 in the U.S.-Canada game still. 12 minutes left in the second period. Really, I don't think they're updating the shots. They're still at 13-12, so...
We'll continue to follow that game tonight. All the SJHL happenings, Manitoba, and of course the Bud Cup, the 55th annual. That's got to be the longest running hockey tournament in Manitoba. Like, what would be longer? Fear Gang will dump that one in. Got a chance to play in that as a kid. I still got the toque from that, by the way. Star of the game there, Mike.
Goalie?
Yes, I was.
You made that one save.
Yeah, we had a really good team that year, but still got my toque from being a player of the game in that tournament. One of my highlights of my minor hockey career. At least I think I had the toque. I had it, but whether it is where it is now, I don't know. Gene will keep the puck in. They work it back to blue line. Flin Flon will try to tap it out. Hounds will go. The backhander just wide that time by Gene. Puck picked up here by Holmes. Looked like he was going to get it out, but blocked that time by Buars, but gives it right back to Holmes. Holmes to center. He'll lift it inside the Hound zone. Hamilton looking around. Ewan's on the ice. They're always looking to see where he is. And they almost cough it up because of it. Muka gets it in tight for Gruner. Gruner. Oh, it took a funny bounce before he could grab it. Lohendorf just gets it out. Ewan will get it back. He'll flip it deep inside Notre Dame territory. Lohendorf with Muka on top of him, got rid of it to Hamilton. Up the boards it goes. And the puck is then sent back in the Flin Flon zone. Tanchuk will get way. 5:15 to play. Here comes Tanchuk to center. Back inside the Notre Dame zone. Tanchuk's backhander wide. Perron got a stick on a chance in front. Piccinino off the side of the net. Knocked down by Gruner. Well, I'll tell you what, Perron just knows where to be, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's looking good to me, Rob.
Hunks will keep it in. There's a shot. Save made. He's got the rebound. Piccinino on the doorstep, but he can't pick up the loose puck because the goaltender Perron will nab that and hang on. Great game here tonight. The Bombers in front 1-0. And how about the Notre Dame Hounds? Top scorer, Georgievich, leaving them today to finish his career out in BC. But this young group has responded well.
Yeah, remember when Carter Anderson left and, everybody thought that was going to be the end of the Flin Flon Bombers, but they just picked it up, and the Notre Dame Hounds doing the same at least tonight.
Here's Yakubchuk off the faceoff. Scores! How about that for the young Flin Flon Bomber defenseman? Here's Yakubchuk. Will get his third of the season right off the face-off, and I think that I don't think the goaltender was set. They won the draw, and he got it right back. Gets a quick chance, and he'll let her rip low glove side. Pierce Yakubchuk, a guy you don't talk lots about, but you know why? Because he just doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
It's like Cole Tanchuk. Yeah, exactly, and that was a great shot. He does have a really good shot.
He showed it there, his third of the year. Pierce Yakubchuk has put Flin Flon in front by a score of 2-0. And the Hounds go back to work as they get the puck in deep. That puck is sent in deep that time for Gilroy. He took a good hit, but stood his ground, and Cooney can't get to it. Flin Flon gets it free. Puck hits a skate, comes back to Yakubchuk. Yakubchuk will lift it ahead. Puck knocked down over course, and here's a steal by Ringer. Ringer across the line. Throws it back to Simp, a chance, and a good glove save that time by Perron.
Chief Gruner got the assist on that one, Rob.
So it's a 2-point game for him.
I believe Pierce's mom and dad are in the stands tonight. They were here last night, and I had a nice chat with them before.
Yeah, Pierce Yakubchuk, like I said, he's really come into his own. He's from St. Albert, Alberta. Another guy that didn't play a ton last year, Mike, but boy, he's made the most of his ice time this year, hasn't he?
When he got into the playoffs, he came into his own.
Here's Piccinino, a chance. Blockered away. Good save again by Perron. Rebound picked up here by Gruner. Of course, he did battle some injuries last year as well.
Yeah, big, strong kid.
Lohendorf will get it for the Hounds. Around the boards it goes. That gets redirected back to center. Lepper back to get it. Flin Flon a little bit more insurance. They lead this game 2-0. Here's Muka. He'll take the pass. He's back inside the Notre Dame zone. Out front, we had Piccinino open, but he couldn't convert. Hounds back the other way. Up to center ice. Puck picked up by Nolan. He'll flip it inside the Flin Flon zone. Holmes had the Hounds Gilroy on him. Just got rid of it. This is Lepper. There's it back to Holmes. Nice pass to Gruner. 2 points tonight. Drop pass to Muka. Muka chance and chipped away that time. Right pad save made here by Perron. Flin Flon holds it in deep. Keith Gruner along the boards. Bounce pass. Liam Hunks will knock it down. Here's Hunks. There's Bissell on him. Shakes him off. Hunks back of the net. Liam Hunks. Nice pass. Oh, he had a nice pass on Flin Flon. Too many men on the ice there.
Didn't call it.
No, Lees gets away with one. I'm surprised that Picklington didn't get a little bit more animated about that. But I guess the guy didn't try to play the puck, so it's a discretionary thing.
Yeah.
Alexander will steal it. He'll dump that one back in. Lees is there. Trying to throw it back out front. Intercepted that time, but Hounds can't clear. Puck hits a skate. Tanchuk on top of it. Throws it back to the goal. Picked up here by Alexander. Alexander to the front of the net. Alexander hangs on. Ripped it. Good left shoulder save that time by Perron. Hamilton finally gets it back to center ice. Hunks though right back to Ewan. Here's Ewan down the wing. He'll shoot it on target. And Perron the save, and Flin Flon starting to get some shots now. Leading the front line shot clock 26-16. They're jumping up by twos here. But 2:18 to play in the second period, but a big goal there by the Bomber defenseman, Pierce Jakobsen.
Absolutely. You know who's having a good game tonight is Liam Hunks. He's moving the puck. He's playing great defense, has had some scoring opportunities.
Flin Flon will hold it in. That's Jakobsen with the blue line. Deflected, kicked away here by Perron. Ringer back of the goal to Semp. Semp back out front. Ringer a one-timer, and that one got blocked by Garden. Ringer will get it back. Knocked down along the boards by McCorsker, but Semp will get it. Now McCorsker gets it back, stayed with it, but Ewan fights him off. Cormier has it in the corner. This is Cormier. Left at that time for Cohen Semp. Semp tied up, but still manages to get it to Ringer. Back to that, tried to go backdoor that time to Cormier, but McCorsker blocked it. McCorsker ties up with his guy. Puck picked up by Cormier. Cormier will lift out over top of the net. Good pressure here by the Bombers. Late stages of the second period. They hold it in deep. There's Cormier. Cormier. Back of the goal. Cormier hanging on to it, looking for someone to give it to. Cormier makes his way to the blue line. Stick, fire, scores! And Cormier will get rewarded with his 19th of the year. I thought he was a little bit late behind the net there, Mike. I thought he could have passed the puck. He had two guys open. He hung on to it too long, but he's got real sweet hands there.
Sure does.
And he made some really nifty moves and got his way back just to the high slot. And again, I don't think Perron saw the shot.
No.
He reacted really late on it.
No, yeah, it was... It went over his glove. I feel bad for the young man.
19th of the year for Carter Cormier. Flin Flon takes a 3-0 lead. Here's Lepper. He'll get that to Gruner. He'll shovel in deep. There's Lowendoff back to the net. Sends that pass over to Wiley Smith. They try to come back to Cooney up the middle. Cooney gets that out to Holden. They're offside. And blown down with 1:01 to go here in the second period. Semp got one assist. I think it was the second one. We'll try and get that for you here at the break. But it is a 3-0 Flin Flon lead, and you're right. Notre Dame keeping it close, but not to sound like a broken record, Mike, they don't have the game breaker.
No, they don't.
Yet. But next year, like I said, a lot of these good young players, it could turn around for them. Certainly a great effort from them nonetheless. There's another chance for Flin Flon late. Gruner rocking in. He'll rep that one over top of the net. Holmes knocked it down, fanned on it. Puck came out. Cooney got the lone Notre Dame goal last night. Can't pick up the puck. It's grabbed here by Lepper. 36 seconds to go in the period. He'll dump it in deep. Muke in there as well. Ryder Muke really coming into his own as well. This year, 18 points as a rookie.
Had a great game last night.
He's got it pinned up along the boards. Piccinino in there trying to help him. It's rung around. Holmes will race in. Can't keep it in. Tap by him. Comes back inside the Flin Flon zone. Lepper on top of this one. Gives it over to Gruner. Gruner. Oh, what a pass as he sends it in deep here for Muka. Muka. Oh, got decked. A good body check that time. Hammered that time by the G-man Wiley Smith, the former Bomber, making his presence felt here tonight. And I think Muka felt that one.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's a definite crunch of the game candidate.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. Second intermission show for the Co-op straight ahead. The Bombers add to the totals. A 3-0 lead after 40 minutes of play. This is Creighton Furniture Flin Flon Bomber Hockey on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear. Bailey Homes provides ready-to-move homes as unique.
No, you're right on. We got 8 left here in the period.
102.9 CFAR Trade and Leisure Show this spring to answer any questions you may have, whether it be from the quality of the build to the care of the move. Let Bailey Homes make your dream home a reality. They have the experience delivering custom-made homes to the north. Find out more by calling 1-855-773-0217 or visit bailey-homes.ca.
It's time to upgrade, or find out what all the talk on the trails is about. The Polaris 850 Switchback Snowmobile is at Frontline Sport and Leisure, designed for riders who want on and off trail diversity with a smooth and powerful engine. Frontline knows your winter is riding on this. Visit them for the complete lineup of Polaris off-road vehicles that work, explore, and do more. Go to Coronation Drive in Creighton or call 688-3333 for Frontline Sport and Leisure.
Every show binged, eating 8 times a day, and walls are starting to ramble at you? This is cabin fever, and it's time for Shane's. How about picking up a new acoustic skill with a new crisp guitar or a booming drum set? Or bring those big family game nights back with a new game for any age. Stop the walls from talking to you and beat down cabin fever with selection unlike any other. Shane's at the Otinike Mall will beat those indoor season cabin fever blues. Take charge. Head to Shane's at the Otinike Mall.
The last thing you want to do after a long day is making supper, and no one wants to go back into the cold, which is why Chicken Chef will deliver right to your door. Enjoy their signature chicken or tasty pizza Tuesday to Saturday from noon until 7:30. You can have all your favorites from 10 Chicken seconds. Chef in the comfort of your own home. Order online at chickenchef.ca, a click away from it always feeling like home. You're on.
Alrighty, welcome back to Whitney Forum. A 3-0 Flin Flon lead. They led it 1-0 after one. It was Keith Gruner's 30th of the year. Let's recap the 2 goals from the second. Yakimchuk just off the faceoff. Nothing fancy. Again, we talked about it earlier tonight. Just shoot the puck.
Beautiful shot by Pierce Yakimchuk. Yeah, you're right, Rob. Put it in there. If it doesn't go in, maybe somebody else will get it.
Third of the year, Keith Gruner the lone assist at 15-12. Then Carter Cormier making something really happen out of nothing. Kind of a busted-up play. Check the puck, and he's like he could almost stick handle in a phone booth the way that it hangs onto his stick. He made some nifty moves and got to the high slot. I don't think the young goaltender Perron saw the shot. I think he had a hard time following it. Anyway, a picture-perfect shot. 19th of the year. He's having himself a great year. Cohen Steph the lone assist at the 18:39 mark. Shots all Flin Flon in the second, 17-7. The Bombers a 2-period total of 28, and the Hounds now a 2-period total of 16. And I'll tell you what, when the Flin Flon Bombers lead after 40 minutes of play, almost invincible. The Bomber record when they lead after 2, 27-0.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. You know, Rob, you got to wonder what type of teams that these young men come from, like a Carter Cormier. He's a fantastic hockey player. Matthew Keeper, a fantastic goalie. Keith Gruner, you know, they weren't Bombers.
When they started their careers.
Yeah, so they had to come for a team to give those type of players up. Yeah, I don't understand, but they did.
Well, Keeper, a 20-year-old, tough to play major junior when you're 20.
Yes, that's true. That's how he became for a goalie. But my point being is Mike Reagan just does a fantastic job of finding these incredible hockey players. Every year.
So I mentioned the Bombers 27-0 when they lead after 2. When the Hounds trail after 2 this year. Been tough sledding at 3-20. They are in the game. They're going to have to get a quick goal if they have any chance of coming back here tonight. You got something you want to add here,
Yeah,
Mike?
2-1 U.S. now with 6:20 left in the second.
Well, that's what's happening in the Four Nations tournament. We should mention the other game today. Finland beat Sweden in overtime.
Yeah, I think that was probably a surprise.
I would say so. Anyway, we'll take another break. We're going to come back with a couple of former Bombers. Evan Bissell, Wiley Smith traded January the 10th for Liam Hunks. Their thoughts on the deal, playing in Notre Dame and coming back to Whitney Forum. Lots to chat with those 2 fine young men. That interview is next with more of the Second Intermission Show straight ahead from the Forum on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
The Winter Whiteout event is back at Northland Ford.
Okay.
Purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle and you'll be entered to win a travel voucher valued at $5,000. Get discounts of up to $9,000 on select F-150s or choose finance rates as low as 0%. Come see the Ford Bronco Sport or check out Northland Ford's selection of pre-owned inventory. Drive one home and you're in to win that $5,000 travel voucher. The Winter Whiteout event on now at Northland Ford, Flin Flon, and The Paw. The dealership you tell your friends about.
What's everyone doing here?
We need to talk.
What do you mean?
You have to go to KFC. We know you've been skipping lunch.
Your stomach is growling. We can't get any work done.
I can stop skipping lunch anytime I want.
It's tearing our office apart.
Look what you've done.
I think it's best we take you to KFC for the famous chicken sandwich.
It's tearing our office apart.
10 seconds.
I know. It's time for the famous chicken sandwich from KFC. So good.
You're on.
All righty, welcome to our second intermission, joined by a couple former Flin Flon Bombers, now members of the Notre Dame Hounds, and Evan Bassell, as well as Wiley Smith. Of course, part of the big Jared Hunks trade that brought him here January the 10th, and of course, gave these two young guys a chance to go to Notre Dame and be everyday players. Evan, good to see you again. How does it feel to be back in the Whitney Forum?
Yeah, really good. No, it's obviously played here before, so again, it's nice to see this place again. It's historic, and it's always nice playing here.
Did you have goosebumps coming back in here last night?
I did. It was definitely a weird feeling. Obviously, I missed the barn and being here every day, so yeah, definitely gave me a lot of goosebumps.
Plus, it's extra special when your parents are here to watch you play too, right?
Yeah, both my mom and dad came, and my billets are watching, so that's always nice to have that support. So.
Wiley, what's it been like for you coming back to Whitney Forum? I know that you had a chance to go back to the old with the school where, of course, you mentored. I know you had a chance to do that. You were telling me that when you came in here on Thursday. But what's it been like for you coming back to Whitney Forum? Describe it for me.
Yeah, it's been good. Like, definitely made a lot of friends and family outside of the Whitney Forum. And, of course, you mentioned when I went to the school, I was a mentor there. So just to see the kids, because I didn't really get to say bye when I got traded. So, yeah, just the community, seeing some of the people that I met here. And then, obviously, the Whitney Forum's a great rink to play in. So, yeah.
Awesome. Evan, I know we talked a little bit about this before we went to air, but was it easier for you to come in here and face your former team after having them come and play you in Notre Dame at the end of January?
Yeah, no, you kind of know what to expect. Yeah, we played them in Notre Dame, and yeah, we kind of, again, you kind of know what to expect. So, but I'd say they don't play the same as they do in their home barn, so it is kind of an adjustment. We played them yesterday, so kind of know what to expect now.
And, going back to yesterday's game, and I talked to you after last night's game, I thought you guys didn't play too badly. I thought the first period you really didn't have your legs, but as the second went on, you got that goal, you're right back in it at 2-1. I thought you had a chance. I thought, all in all, I mean, only got one goal, but I didn't think you played that bad of a game in here.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so either. First period maybe came out a little slower than we should have, because we need to come out hard for playing a team like this. So, yeah, no, kind of picked up our feet in the second, and yeah, so we just need to get more shots on net. Flin Flon does a good job at their D, and yeah, we just need.
I know it's tough to get to their net, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. They got a lot of big D and a lot of skilled D. So yeah.
How about you, Wiley? Was it easier coming in here last night after facing your former teammates at Notre Dame as well?
Yeah, definitely. Well, when you play your former team, you already know like the systems and how they're going to play. But actually being on the other side of it definitely helped. But kind of like what Evan said, they don't play like how they do anywhere else other than the Whitney Forum. So getting to see them last night is good. Now we know what we're going to expect and what we need to do to give ourselves a chance to win.
And I know you were mentioning as well that the first couple of shifts you're kind of a little bit of a weird feeling, but I mean once you get into the game, you can kind of throw out the distractions, kid you not?
Yeah. At the start of the game, I was a little like holy man, it's kind of weird playing your old team and being in this arena every day, and now you're on the other side of it. So it definitely was a weird feeling for sure. And yeah, you just kind of as the game went on, I did kind of zone out of everything and just tried to focus on hockey. It was still hard to do, so maybe today I can just focus on hockey and not anything else, pretend like I'm not even here. So.
Wiley, let me ask you this adjustment-wise. I know there's a lot of adjustments, obviously, from Flin Flon to Notre Dame. Ice size. You go from the third smallest ice surface lake to the largest. How big of an adjustment has that been for you?
Yeah, well, definitely. As a defenseman playing on the Olympic side of the ice in Notre Dame, it gives you a lot more time and space. And then when I played in the Whitney Forum, it didn't even feel small. And now when I come back to it, getting used to the Olympic side of the ice, now it feels tiny. So it definitely makes a difference with your time and space really just goes away quickly.
And let's face it, you're more prone to probably get hit. A lot more room in Wilcox to skate around. This building, I mean, you got to be ready to get hit, I'm thinking. It wasn't a typically physical game last night. That doesn't mean it won't be tonight.
100%. When you take away time and space, there's obviously a lot more room for hitting and stuff, which I don't mind. I'm a physical D-man, so, yeah, the more hitting.
Kind of your forte.
Yeah, I like that, so, yeah.
Sounds good. Listen, let's talk about the trade. I know that it was obviously tough to get dealt for the Bombers to Notre Dame, Evan. Take me through that day. I know that you weren't in the lineup every day. Did it catch you off guard? Were you thinking something might happen?
take me through the process. What I guess you found out you were on your way to finish out the season at Notre Dame.
Yeah, no, the day of, I definitely kind of got caught off guard, I guess. But I know I'm a young player, and that's bound to happen. So definitely when Reagan called me in, it was definitely a long 15 minutes of a wait. Me and Wiley had to wait a little bit. So and then once he told us, it's just how it goes. Yeah, that's junior A hockey, so it's kind of what I was expecting, I guess.
How about you, Wiley? I mean, I think you kind of mentioned it, but for you personally, how was it?
Yeah, well, as a rookie defenseman, kind of like he said, like, I'm obviously not guaranteed here, just like very many people are. So I was definitely counting down the days to the trade deadline, and then on the last day when I got called in, it obviously sucked at the time, but then you kind of just got to adjust and get used to your new team as quick as possible and their systems and get to know the guys. So, yeah.
You got good situations and bad situations with everything that kind of goes through life and through hockey, but the fact you get to play every day, Evan, I think now you kind of get to establish yourself as a junior A guy.
Yeah, for sure. Going from a team like the Bombers, they got a lot of skilled players, and as a young guy, you're not going to be in the lineup every day, and that's just how it is. And now, I'm in Notre Dame, and I get a lot of ice time. I get power play minutes, and that's good for a young guy because not a lot of guys get that at a young age. So, it's good for my skill level and for me to improve in my game. So that's always a good thing.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, did you not score in your Hounds debut?
Yeah, I did against Weyburn. Yeah, so that was a really good feeling. It was really awesome.
I bet it would be. Wiley, let's talk about I'll phrase the same question to you. You just look at an opportunity to play a lot more, and let's face it, you only get better with the more games you play.
Exactly, yeah. On the Bombers, it was tough being in and out of the lineup. You didn't know when you're playing or when you weren't, so kind of nice to have that security almost that you're going to be in every game. So, yeah, definitely gives you an opportunity to get better, get to know the pace even more when you're playing more. Kind of like you said, it's hard to get to know the league and get better without playing. So,
absolutely. Listen, just a couple more quick questions before we wrap things up. I guess there's kind of a rumor swirling around there that they might be relocating this franchise to Warman. Is it being blown out of proportion, Evan? Are the players talking about it? Is it something that's been kind of in the background for you guys?
Yeah, for sure. These last couple of days we kind of heard about it, and so far as I heard from the boys, everyone's happy and excited because we've been living in dorms, and for some of us it's not really the best lifestyle, and it could affect also your hockey actually playing. So it's nice that we're out of there and we get to have billets and all that freedom. So that's always nice.
So if the move were to happen, it sounds like the players would welcome it then.
Yeah, I think so. I think everyone will be super excited about that.
We'll have to wait and see because you know how rumors go. Nothing's guaranteed. You yourself, has it been something you've been thinking about there, Wiley?
Yeah, 100%. It's if it does happen, it would be kind of like he said, like the lifestyle, living in a billet house instead of dorms. Like that's nice for me, especially. I don't know, like living in an actual house, get your own privacy and stuff. So yeah, I definitely welcome that if that happened for sure.
We'll have to wait and see what happens here in the off season. Quickly, Evan, before I wrap it up with you, you look back at your career with Flin Flon. What did you take away from being a Bomber?
I don't know.
Relationships with people in the community, because I mean, let's face it, Bombers are a really big deal here, as you know.
Yeah, no, the community especially. Everybody, like, I got welcomed, like at the end of the game yesterday. I got welcomed by everybody. Everyone was saying hi to me, my old friends and the people I've met here. So that's always nice. And the guys on the other team, super welcoming. Like, just had a chat with a couple of them. And no, it's always nice. They're always going to be my buddies, and especially my billets too. They're always going to be my billets, and I caught up with them yesterday after the game, so that was super nice. And yeah, it's awesome.
Wiley, quickly for you, what'd you take away from your experience being a Bomber here?
Yeah, obviously the friends you make, you're with them almost all day, every day, so you get really close with them. Same with Evan, my billets, they were awesome, so I got to see them. That was nice, and just all the relationships I made, and kind of just like the habits that were preached from Mike when I was here, they've kind of stuck with me, because like playing the right way is obviously the way you got to play. So yeah, gonna take those, like keep those going. So yeah.
whether the Hounds stay in Notre Dame or they do move to somewhere else, one thing's for sure, there's a lot of good young players on this team, and it could be a real fun team to watch here in the not-too-far distant future. Evan, great to catch up with you again. Thanks for your time. Good luck with Notre Dame. Good luck the rest of the way, and it should be interesting to see how things kind of pan out here with you and with the team, and just looking forward to the future. But thanks a lot for doing this, and have a good game tonight, and good luck finishing out the season.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Same thing, Wiley. Again, great to catch up with you, and thanks for taking time, and best of luck to you the rest of the way here.
Yes, no problem. Thank you very much.
Couple former Flin Flon Bombers, now members of the Notre Dame Hounds, Wiley Smith, Evan Bassell. Our thanks to them, and no doubt about it, missing certainly time in Flin Flon, but also taking advantage of all the ice time and the opportunity with a young Notre Dame team here who's hasn't played a bad game tonight.
No, they haven't. Notre Dame being a historic hockey franchise, hockey team, it might be time that format has come to an end. It's tough for these players to play.
That would be kind of a shame.
It would be. I mean, it's super historic. Look at all the NHL players like Flin Flon that have played at Notre Dame, and but it's tough. It's the billets and.
Well, I think you miss being part of a real hockey community, and Flin Flon is a little bit tougher there. But it remains to be seen if they move or not. They have a lot of tradition and a lot of great players that have played there throughout the past. I'll tell you what. Moves always sound great at the time, but who knows how it'll work out, and maybe they would be best to stay where they are, so we'll see what happens, but we certainly wish the Hounds and their program the best of luck. Been a hockey factory, period, not just junior hockey, but a great institution in hockey, and everybody knows about the Flin Flon Bombers, everybody knows about the Notre Dame Hounds, too, so we wish them the best of luck here, finishing out the year and beyond. Puck is set deep inside the Flin Flon zone. Flin Flon a 3-0 lead, just underway in the second period. It was really tight there, 1-0 for the longest time. They get a couple of late second period goals from Yakubchuk and Cormier. And taking lead, speaking of Wiley Smith, here he is at center. He'll dump the puck inside the Flin Flon zone. Ringer will pick it up on the fly inside his own end, and he'll skate with it. Oh, nifty move there. Here comes Ryder Ringer to center. Ringer across the line. Still has the puck. Tried to come out front. Knocked away at the last second. Smith got a piece of it. Flin Flon was able to center out front. That was Cohen Semp. He does have an assist in the game tonight. Cormier just scored late in the third. We'll get it back to left front the blue line. Lift that one just wide. Picked up here. Fired off the boards by the Hounds. Holden. Grabbed by Lepper inside the Bomber line. Boy, a really quick pacer to begin the third period tonight. Here's Lepper skating it across the line. He'll rip that one wide. Cormier after the puck, but picked up instead here by Semp. Ringer out front. Semp can't get a stick on it. Picked up here by Bassell. Plays it back to center ice. Here's an opportunity now. Fired on target that time by Myers. Rebound picked up by Flin Flon. They'll work it the other way. Haven't had a whistle yet to start the third period. Here's Joey Lees. Gonna go wide here on McCorster, the big D-man. He'll push him to the outside. Lowendorf. Big hit there on Arbery. Boy, even some of these little Notre Dame guys, they throw a body check. They've knocked a lot of Bombers down the last couple of games. They're pretty strong players on their skates. Not the biggest team, but they can throw a pretty good body check. Here's Beatty. He'll flip the puck back inside the Flin Flon zone. Racing after it is Leibel. The call up once again from the Saskatoon Contacts tonight. Moves it ahead to Lees. Lees on the move. Tried to thread the needle. Knocked down by Garden. Back to Beatty off his skate. Lees with the interception. Had Arbery behind the D, but he couldn't get it to him. Puck set off the glass. Picked up here by Garden. Garden has it. Feeds it back to Smith. Smith at center ice will flip it back inside the Flin Flon zone. We've almost played 3 minutes of nonstop action here in the third period. Once again, Flin Flon in front 3-0. There's the pass, broken up here by Smith. He'll get that one back to center, knocked away that time by Alexander as he pops it. No one is below our broadcast location. Going back to Flin Flon territory. There's Township chasing it down. Had to be careful. Had Gilroy on him. He'll carry it out. Stretch pass. Picked up here by Alexander, but knocked away right away. Puck goes back in. Flin Flon offside. Picked up here by Lowendorf. He'll dump it in. There's Township to get it. Back of the goal it goes. Lead pass too far for Seitz. Cut off by the Hounds and fired back in. Hunks will get it. Down to 16:25 to go. Boy, real good pace to begin the third period. Here comes Liam Hunks. Back to Alexander. Shot wide of the mark. McCorster been out there a long time for Notre Dame. He might be a little bit tired. Hounds do clear it out, though. Gene will poke that to center. Grabbed by Leopard, trying to come back. He will, across the line. Throws it wide of the mark. Nuka can't pick it up. Picked up instead by Buars. Buars has got some room down the left wing. He'll fire it on target. Keeper will shovel that to the corner. Leopard on top of it. Back around the boards, it goes to Muka. Here's Ryder Muka. Nice pass to Gruner. Already 2 points tonight. Gruner down the wing. What to get a shot save made here. Rebound out front. Muka after it. He fanned on it. Puck will roll in front. And Perron will find it and hang on. And finally a whistle, Mike Slip. We played almost 5 minutes of without a whistle to begin the third period here tonight. 15:39 to go in the third. Flin Flon once again in front 3-0. Let's take a look at the McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard tonight. SJHL action, 1 game's complete, like we mentioned. Humboldt a big 5-3 win against the Battlefords. Estevan Yorkton, tight game tonight, 5-5 late in the third. Melville a 2-0 lead on Kindersley in the third period. And Melfort continues to lead Larange 1-0 after 2. Wolves need this one tonight if they're going to stay in the playoff hunt. Manitoba scores coming up. We believe that Team Canada game still US 2-1 after 2 there, Mike?
It is. It's I don't know how quick it says. It's 9:58 left in the second. 2-1, 18-18 shots now, Rob.
And earlier today, Finland surprised the Swedes in overtime, 4-3 the final. MJHL tonight, all in the third period. Swan Valley a 3-0 lead on the Freeze. Steinbach all over the Blues, 6-zip. Niverville leads the Blizzard 3-1. Portage has come from behind to take the 3-2 lead on Selkirk. Teepawa Verdon 2-2. And Winter leads Wayway 3-2. 3-0 here. Bombers Hounds, fourth and final meeting of the year. The Bombers have won the first 3. Here's a chance for Kerr. Walking in. Tried to jam it in. And Keeper will get the pad down. I'm a little bit surprised that he deked. It didn't look like he had a lot of room. I mean, great opportunity.
Yeah.
But Keeper played that one perfectly he usually does.
The old Scorpion save. He played it very well.
So it remains a 3-0 Flin Flon lead. They also lead the shot clock, 31-18, the frontline shot clock here in the third period. Bombers, one of 2 teams to officially clinch a playoff spot. The Mustangs, the other one off the face-off, trying to jam that one in. Big chance for Holden. Boy, I'd love to know what the ratio of face-off wins in this game. Notre Dame's been great.
And last night, too, Rob, the same. And they're going up against what I think is the best, although he's not out there now, the best face-off man in the league. And Ryder
Ringer's good, too, though.
Ryder Ringer's no slouch either.
Boy, Notre Dame has been fantastic in the face-off circle. They'll try again. Ringer lining up here against the Hounds. Kerr, the Bombers do win that one. Back to center, but puck is fired right back in. Yakimchuk a goal tonight around the boards. Cormier, he's also scored, but he can't clear the puck out. He'll get another chance. Now he moves it ahead to Ringer. Back to Cormier. Over to Semp. He'll get a stick on it. Puck will roll to the front of the Notre Dame net. Grabbed here by Perron. He'll hang on. 14:46 to go in the third period.
We were talking about face-offs, Rod, and as I said, I talked to Keith Gruner and how he practices a lot. He also told me that Coach Reagan and McKaig have him working with the younger players on face-offs after practice. So not only does he practice, he helps the young centermen work at it too. And it is a skill and an important skill.
Bombers win the draw. That one will come back here to the young D-man. He'll fire that on target. Not a bad game here tonight for the call-up. Bennett Liebel, like you mentioned, plays for the Saskatoon Contacts. Flin Flon short man. For whatever reason, he played last night. Nathan Munya, he must be injured. He's not in action tonight. And, of course, Carruthers, Marston, Stitton, and Olafson all still on the lineup. Some pretty good hockey players not playing tonight. Here's Ringer. Works it back to blue line. Yakimchuk will hold it and rip that one into the glove. And Perron says, thank you very much. He'll flash the leather and hang on. And, boy, how good would this team be with Leighton Carruthers on the ice right now?
Yeah.
That's a real tough injury this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And also Kai and you know, you can use Marsden's size. So.
And I like Munya. You know what? You want to talk about an underappreciated guy?
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier Yakimchuk, you don't hear a lot about him because he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Munya doesn't make many mistakes either.
No.
I think he's been a nice surprise for the Bomber back end.
I do too, and he's got more comfortable as the season's worn on.
McCorster off the glass. He'll lift it down the ice. It's a race for the puck here. Liebel will get back. Oh, he got hit hard in the corner there as the Hounds Gilroy chased him in there, bumped him pretty good. Puck is loose. Flin Flon will clear it back. Oh, it gets up the middle. It's going to roll down the ice. Save is made here by Perron, who does not like to come out and play the puck there. Mike, maybe the signs of a guy that have a lot of minutes junior-wise. Everybody now, the goalie's almost like a third defenseman. He just kind of jumps on the puck, and that's okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Stop it first, and if you're not comfortable, don't do it. I have a goalie in my family who just wasn't very good at playing the puck, so he didn't do it.
Cooney will take the face-off against Lees. The Bombers win the draw. Cooney, the only Hound to find the back of the net here in the weekend set. He scored last night. We'll see. He's got another one of them tonight. The Hounds needing a goal to get back in it, but there's still plenty of time on the clock. It's under 14 minutes to go. Township missed that one. And Nolan will race down the ice inside the Flin Flon zone against his former teammate Liam Hunks, who gets back, and he's never really out of position. Puck goes back to the Notre Dame line. Garden had a little trouble with it. Now he'll get a hold of it. He'll lift it back. Picked up by Hunks at center. There's it back to Tanchuk. Off the boards, back inside Notre Dame territory. Icing against Flin Flon. Garden will touch up back of the goal. We should update. I guess we did update SJHL games. Remains a 1-0 Melfort lead in the third period. Wolves trying to pick up some ground here. All these other teams are winning games, so they really got to start making something happen. Just a one goal, Willie Monroe, the former MJHLers, got his 7th of the year. A power play marker, the difference in that one right now. Bombers Mustangs home and home. February the 28th and March the 1st might slip, and that should feel like some playoff hockey.
That'll be fun.
The final two meetings between these two teams, at least in the regular season. Bombers will get it off the boards, back down the ice. Smith will race after it. Bombers make a wholesale change. Here's the pass to Garden at center. He'll rip that one in wide of the Bomber net. Lepper will pick it up off the boards. Got it out. Smith will block that one. And he's looked good tonight, too.
Yeah.
Trying to use his size to his advantage.
You know, there's a lot of guys that have looked good. I think Nash Holmes has looked good tonight. Yakimchuk Ewan's played a good game. It's not fancy, but effective.
Bombers get that up the middle. Sights. Free gang ran into him, but he got the puck in deep. Alexander the blue line. Leopard knocked it down. Here's long shot. Hit Ewan in front. Ewan trying to get a stick on it. Dug free, and Hounds will clear it. They're looking for Gene at center ice. Leopard gets back. Able to fight him off. But knocked down and held in here. Opportunity. Walking in and firing that one wide. A great chance that time for the Hound forward, Boer. Bombers come back the other way, ripped over top of net that time by Alexander. Bouncing puck, Ewan will get it to knock it down. Spins, fires. That goes off the shin pad of Lohendorf. Can't get it out again. Another opportunity for Ewan. He'll fire that one off the bar and over the glass and out of play. So the Hounds failed to clear. Ewan, who's had a couple nice games, gets close again. Actually, I think got a piece of it first, and then it kind of hit the bar.
It did. He got it on the shoulder, and it ricocheted off the bar. You're absolutely right.
12:20 to go, third period. Shots 34-21. Bombers on the front line shot clock. Gruner, Yakimchuk, and Cormier have scored. And Flin Flon in front 3-0 as Gruner will line up for the faceoff against Hudson Kerr off the draw. There's a chance, and Muka can't find it. Left alone in front of the net. Lohendorf to the corner. Lieber got a piece, but came right back to Kerr. He will clear it out. Wassell was looking for it at center ice. That was knocked down here by Holden. Wassell continues to dig away for it, trying to get the puck back inside the Bomber zone. Tied up here. Muka bumped here by Holden, and the puck gets picked up by Gruner. He's got Piccinino with him. Gruner, nice pass. Piccinino! Oh, great glove save! Save of the night for Perron, and that's even got the Notre Dame trainer clapping her hands on that brilliant stop. Absolutely robbing Piccinino. That was a beauty. Hounds try to clear it out. They can't. Yakimchuk will keep it in. That one knocked down in front of the net. Picked up and fired out that time. Flin Flon go back to the attack. Piccinino again. Hit by Lohendorf. Gets to Recruiter. He'll rip that over top of it. Puck came right out front. Muka thought he had another freebie, but great defensive play that time by Kerr to save a goal. There's Gruner. Tied up along the boards. Muka has it from an off angle. Stopped here. Rebound. Can't get it to go. Hounds intercept back inside the Flin Flon zone. 11:06 to go. 3-0 Flin Flon in front. Piccinino calling for the pass off his leg. Deep in the Hound zone. Garden back to get it. Ringer took it from him. Ringer in the corner. He'll hang on to it. Good work by Ringer. Left point for Hunks. Brings the pass to Townshuk. Back of the goal for Muka. Knocked away from him. There's Ringer. Wide open out front. Ripped over top of the net that time by Cormier. Another great chance, but they come up empty. Semple knock it down. He'll hold the puck inside the Hound zone. There's Owen Semple on the board. Nice pass. Cormier scores! Second of the night. 20th of the year. And it's a 4-0 lead. And I guess it was just a matter of time, Mike, with all the quality chances Flin Flon was getting in the third. They've just missed on several chances. Cormier not going to miss from there. 20th of the year, but kudos to Perron, who's making some big saves tonight.
I looked down at him, and from the press box here, I think he's played a heck of a game. He made just an incredible save just before that, and he's been left on his own devices here.
So Cormier, a big weekend for him. 3 goals to 2 games. He's up to 20 on the year. As he's able to make good on that one. The Bombers now fly here in the third period. That's offside by a mile.
Big time.
Oh, how do you miss that in the SJHL? There's a chance fired. Knocked down in front of the net. Hunks will get a hold of it. Bouncing puck. And Perron's got it. Boy, was that bad.
The referee was right on the blue line.
He's 5 feet over the line there.
It was incredible.
Oh, I can't believe that the Notre Dame bench didn't get upset about that anyway.
Well, I don't think the coach was watching. He was berating another player.
Well, I don't know how you missed that. That's your 5. He was 5 feet ahead of him.
Yeah.
That wasn't even close. Anyway, the face-off back in the Hound zone as Lees will line up for the draw here against McLean Cooney. 4-0 Flin Flon leads it. Second night for Carter Cormier. 20th of the year. What a year he's having. And boy, he just got some incredible. He's got incredible hands, whether it's stick handling or shooting. The guy. Definitely a nice offensive player.
Very good.
Nolan. He'll chip that one back to center.
Joey Lee's shaken up.
Yeah, he got cranked pretty good. I didn't see what happened, but
I think he got a stick up high.
He's going to stay out there. He'll shake it off, and here's the pass to Arbery. Numerous chances for him tonight. He'll fly down the board. He's going to draw a penalty here as the young defenseman Lohendorf will take him down. So Flin Flon back on the power play here tonight. Look out, a big hit there on Arbery again. He gets off the board, so fires it on target. The save made. Flin Flon after it. Well, the Bombers like a feeding frenzy.
Yes.
This is how they looked a few weeks back, and boy, they're up to 40 shots now with 9:24 to go. Going to get a chance to add to the lead. Back on the power play tonight, Mike Slip.
They've really come out to play in this third period. It's I think it's their best period of the 2 games.
Yeah, they got a lot of, and like I said, Notre Dame fortunate. Flin Flon's only got the 1 goal. Immediate timeout. We'll take a break. Another Bomber power play when we return. This is Great Furniture Bomber Hockey on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear. The last thing you want to do after a long day is making supper, and no one wants to go back into the cold, which is why Chicken Chef will deliver right to your door. Enjoy their signature chicken or tasty pizza Tuesday to Saturday from noon until 7:30. You can have all your favorites from Chicken Chef in the comfort of your own home. Order online at chickenchef.ca, a click away from it always feeling like home.
Hud Bay is proud to be a sponsor of this Bomber broadcast. From donations for bursaries, hockey schools, clubs, community events, charities, and so much more, Hud Bay has supported our community with dedication and generosity, contributing to events and organizations. Hud Bay thanks the people of Flin Flon for their continued support.
You're on. Dave Wassel to our Pepsi Power Play contestant, gets his products at the gateway. Bombers go back to work. Nice pass. Luke Lepper shoots it. Good stick save made again by Perron. Flin Flon 0 for 3 here tonight, their 4th opportunity. They got a goal here in the period of taking a 4-0 lead, and good work by Lepper on the boards. Back out front to Ringer. Spins, fires. That hit a stick and went wide. There's Smith. Off the glass. Hunks able to hold it in. Gets it back here to Ringer. Flin Flon really moving their feet here in this third period. This is Ryder Ringer again. Nice pass backdoor. Gruner, though, he ripped it wide. Gruner got his 30th of the year to lead the league earlier tonight. Tried to come back out front. He'll knock it down, pass out front. Ringer shoots it again, blocked again. I think Smith got his stick on that one. Hounds doing a nice job blocking shots here on this power play. They've blocked 2 or 3 in tight here. Can't poke the puck out now. They get it out. 1:10 to go in the power play. 8.5 remaining in the game. There's Ringer back to collect the puck at center. He gets knocked down here by Nolan. Smith will pick it up, and nice job to clear it down the ice. Keeper waits for it. He'll knock it down back to the goal. Picked up here by Lepper. So 53 seconds in the power play, 8:15 in the game. It's a 4-0 Flin Flon lead. Here's Piccinino to center. Right up the middle. Nice stick handling. Dropped it back. Leo sights. Just inside the line for Tanchuk. He'll hang on. Shoots it on target. Perron there again. If nothing else for Perron, he's got to have some confidence after this game.
Yeah, you sure hope so. And hopefully the Notre Dame Hounds get some confidence because, as they say, they're going to have to look for another goalie next year no matter where they play.
Yeah, with of course, Borstow's graduating. He's one of 3 20-year-olds that remain with the team, and he's been a workhorse this year.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know if there's a goalie in Canada that's played more minutes than he has.
Yeah.
He's played a ton. He's played 42 games this year. That's a lot.
Wow, that is a ton.
But it's been good.
Yeah, and it's good to see young Perron playing well tonight.
Off the face-off, the Hounds win another draw. But it took a funny hop. It'll stay inside the zone. Piccinino back to Tanchuk. Let that one rip. Cooney blocked it. Sykes got a chance, and Perron was right there. Now the puck will come out. 21 seconds to go in the power play. Down inside the Flin Flon zone. Keeper got kind of caught in the corner there. Took a funny hop on him again. There's Tanchuk. Lays it ahead to Lees. Lees up the right side across the Notre Dame line. Threads the needle for Sykes. Sykes hit hard by Garden back of the net. Piccinino followed in there as well. They try to work it free. Penalty is over. And Flin Flon 0 for 4 here tonight. The two teams are combined 0 for 8. Cormier 2 goals tonight. Back of the Hound net. Flin Flon continues to keep the pressure on deep in the Hound zone. There's Piccinino. Knocked away from him. Picked up here by Nolan. And he'll lift it the length of the ice. Icing called against Notre Dame. 7:05 remaining in the third period. 43-21 the shots. Flin Flon frontline shot clock. And a big goal here in the third period courtesy of Carter Cormier has got the Hounds down by 4. They haven't got the fourth goal up on the score sheet here yet, but they do have it.
Still 2-1 U.S. Over Canada. This site I'm on doesn't update it. They now say it's 17 minutes left in the third, which makes more sense.
Off the face-off, Liebel will get that one in deep. There's Keith Gruner in the corner. Hounds pick it up. They'll get it back to center. Liebel hit hard here by Lohendorf. Lohendorf has really been physical here in this third period. Bombers will try to work it back in. There's Cooney. He stood up. The puck will roll back to Bombers' side of center. Grabbed here by Yakimchuk, one of the 4 Bomber goals here tonight. Yakimchuk to center. He'll rip it in. Gloved and held on to here by Perron.
Orndorff's been the most physical player on the ice, I believe.
Like I said, for a guy not very big, he hits hard.
Yeah, he had a crunch of the game candidate early in the first period on Cormier.
Yorkton's beaten Estevan 6-5, so that's a big win for the Terrors. The Bombers will see them on Friday. That'll be our next Creighton Pizza player, next Creighton Furniture Flin Flon Bomber broadcast. Of course, the Creighton Pizza player profile will be a part of that. That'll be a good test for the Bombers. Here's Arbery, a backhander. Saved in front of the net that time by Perron, and the rebound lifted down the ice, and Liebel getting some ice time tonight will race after it. He'll play that one to Arbery. Arbery gets away from his guy. Flin Flon 3 attackers in the Hound zone. Arbery toe drag, shoots it. Perron is there. And he'll make the save and hang on with 6:13 to go. So big weekend for the Bombers coming up. Yorkton Friday, Melville Saturday. 2 teams jockeying for playoff spots. And that should be a really good test next weekend.
That's going to be fun to watch and listen to the great Rob Hart.
I haven't been to Yorkton or Melville this year, so looking forward to that trip. Face-off back inside the Hound zone. The left of the goaltender, Perron. Kerr wins the draw. I don't know if I've seen Flin Flon lose as many face-offs as I have in this game. Here's Arbery back up front. The end of getting the puck, it took a funny hop, but Hounds have been good. Here's Clark. Pass out front. Nice opportunity, but farther over top of the net that time by Lees. What a pass by Tanner Clark to set him up.
Perron made the initial save, and then it went over the net on the next shot.
Arbery back to Lees, tried to come back to Arbery. Boy, Flin Flon has been definitely all over Notre Dame here. The ice has been slanted here for this third period. Shots are 17-5 Flin Flon. Arbery back up front again. Can he finish up? No, he can't. Puck grabbed and smothered quickly here by the Hound netminder.
Reed Arbery's had a great game.
Yeah, and last night, tons of chances. He had that breakaway right off the hop here tonight.
you mentioned face-offs, and even last week against Estevan, they struggled on the face-offs, which is really an important part of the Bomber game. Face-offs so important.
5.5 to play, third period. Another big face-off in the Hound zone to the left of the goaltender. What a game it's been here tonight for Caden Perron from White City, Saskatchewan, making a name for himself here tonight against this good Bomber team. Garden a big hit on Semple on the boards. Cormier with 2 tonight. Try to get the puck free back to that. But it's knocked away. Here's Gene. Gene had free gang racing to the net, but he got pinned up along the boards and couldn't get it to him. Here's Semp. Back to Cormier, too far, cut off by Garden. He'll lift that one ahead to Gene. Lepper, though, back to knock it away. Gene tied up with him. Flin Flon gets it back. Semp quickly to the attack across the Hound line. Semp hangs on into the glove, and Perron right there. And he's making it look easy with that. He's got a nice glove hand. That's one of his. He's got some good attributes to his game. The glove hand being one of them.
Yeah, he's a big goalie and he plays big. You know, and a lot of goalies get down low, and he plays very big. I'm very impressed with this young fellow.
4:53 to go, third period, 47-21. The frontline shot clock for the Bombers. They've been lethal here, 19. Another shot, that'll be 20 as Perron got his pad on that. Puck will come outside the zone, back down the ice, and Tanchuk has to go back to get it with Allard on top of him. Tanchuk forced to regroup deep in his own zone. There's a pass to Piccinino, a little bit behind him, and he'll get it back to center. Back to Gruner down the wing. Gruner a chance from an off angle. It's just kind of like a shooting gallery here in the third period, but I'm thinking at this point, Perron's saying, bring it on.
Yeah, keep shooting. I'm stopping them.
21-5, the shots in favor of Flin Flon in the third, 49-21 in the game. So just the 4 goals for Flin Flon tonight. Boy, the Notre Dame goaltender has done his job. Gruner will take the face-off. Hounds going over a little bit of strategy here. Cooney's going to take the face-off against him. Wins the draw. Nolan in the corner. Flon working along the board. Puck is picked up, though, by Lohendorf, and here's a chance now for Gilroy, but he ran out of room, played it back to Nolan. We haven't seen much. I don't know if Notre Dame's really had any offensive zone time in this third period. One of the few times they've had the puck inside the Flin Flon zone here, at least in the third period. That's Nolan. Back to Gardner. Blue line, he didn't miss by much. Lots of traffic in front of the Flin Flon net. Tanchuk tried to tap it ahead. He couldn't get to it. Gilroy, he's on top of it, pinned up along the boards. Gilroy trying to jam that puck free. He does. Good work by him. Got to come back to blue line at Gruner, but got knocked away. Ryder Muka. They'll race after him, but Garden there first. His backhander sent wide. Tanchuk back of the goal. Try to rip that around for Gruner. He's tied up. Piccinino's got it. And he'll lift it outside the zone, back down the ice. Icing against Flin Flon. Garden will touch up with 3.5 remaining in the third period. Let's see what's happening with the McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard. It is a final. Yorkton, like we said, has beaten Estevan tonight 6-5. Humboldt a 5-3 win on Battleford. Melville leading Kindersley 2-0 late in the third. And Melford's taking a 2-0 lead on the Ice Wolves in the third period. We got a timeout here by somebody. We'll do the same. 3.5 remaining in the third period. Flin Flon in front 4-0 on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Clear.
The North of 53 Co-op strives to serve the entire community, so they invite you to enjoy the gluten-free items in the bakery freezer. See if you can even tell the difference with everyday items like bread, buns, and bagels to any sweet treat you can imagine, and some you can't even. Muffins, cakes, donuts, even brownies, all gluten-free and all at the Co-op. No need to limit yourself.
10 seconds.
See what's in store at the North of 53 Co-op. You're at home there.
You're on.
So 21-5, the shots for Flin Flon in the third, 49-21 in the game. And Hounds continue to hang in there and looking to get a goal, looking to get something going here late in this third period. Bombers win this face-off deep in their own zone. It is Anthony Piccinino quickly down the left side. Puck knocked away from him, came back to center, picked up here by Liebel. He'll rep it in. This is Hamilton. Back to Gene. Played it back to Free Gang back to center, poked away though by Clark. Here's a chance now for Lees across the line, ripped it on target, kicked away again. That'll be the 50th shot of the game. Hounds lift it out. Racing after it is Gene, the center. Yakubchuk there to just got there ahead of him. You got to be quick to get the puck before Gene does.
Yeah, he's all over the ice too, Rob.
Here's Clark. Back to center. Picked up here by Freegang. Back to Smith. Ripped it on target. Glove save made here by keeper. Not a lot of shots on him here tonight, but in this third period anyway. And nice job by Smith. I've been impressed with the way that Smith has played.
Yeah, I do too. Let's go back to the first period, though, with Matt Keeper making just 2 tremendous saves.
Back when it was a 1-0 game.
Yeah, this game could be a lot different if it wasn't for Matt Keeper.
He still hasn't put this 4th goal here on the score sheet. He must be enjoying the game, I guess. I'm trying to get the assist on that. Did you get the assist on that Cormier goal?
I didn't, Rob.
I can't get him off the sheet here. Lees has got it. He'll rip that around the boards here to Clark. Clark will get the puck out. Puck rolls to center. McCorster will hammer it back in. Holmes forced after it. I think there was an assist on that, I'm pretty sure. I guess we'll try and get it here before we wrap up the game tonight. That's picked up by Lees. He'll dump it in. Clark will race after it. He's had a nice game tonight as well, getting a chance to play forward, like we mentioned. D-man converted to forward. I find when most guys go from defense to forward, they usually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Lees' shot, that'll go off the stick over the glass and out of play. 2:08 remaining. 50 shots now for Flin Flon tonight. How's that Canada game there, Mike? I guess
still 2-1, Rob. It's according to my sources.
Well, you're on the internet. I'm hoping it's accurate.
Yeah,
tight game there. I mean, I know that you're not as big a fan of the Winnipeg goaltender as I am, but he's tough to beat. He's doing it tonight. I think he's going to win the Vezina Trophy again. Here's Curtis, center ice. He'll get rid of that puck quickly. Hounds try to work it back out front. Puck is knocked down along the boards that time by Holden. He's a good-sized guy as he's got it pinned up there. Seitz will dig it free. Knocked down. No, here's a chance, and they score. The shutout is over, and look at that.
Evan
Vassell will score, and you can actually hear some cheers in the building here tonight. Evan Vassell's got friends and family. The steal, he gets the big goal. How about that for the story here tonight, Mike Slip? Nice job by Vassell. Caught up with him and Wiley Smith in the second intermission. He gets the puck, walks it, gets a quick chance, and scores. Nice story here at the Whitney Forum.
I'm looking down at his dad and his mom, and I can't tell you, you can't wipe the smiles off their faces.
8th of the year for Vassell, his 4th since becoming a Notre Dame Hound. Kerr will get 1 assist. We'll try and get the other one, but the Hounds are on the board. With a minute and a half remaining, Evan Vassell gets a goal against his former club, and I'm sure he won't forget about that moment. Smith will knock it down. Is it his turn? Takes the chance. Oh, great save by keeper. Cooney got it alone. A great feed by Wiley Smith. Both former Bombers making their presence felt here tonight. Great pass. There's a chance for Picciolino behind the D, but they're offside. And blown down with 1:05 remaining here in the third period. Hoping for more updates here.
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, they must be having some troubles. None of the goals are being updated.
Yeah, and it's still 2-1. Not a lot of shots in that game. Unlike here, 21 for Canada, 20 for U.S.
Face off outside the Bomber blue line. Hunks knocked it down. That's picked up by Townchuck. Semp will chip it in with 1 minute remaining here in the third period. It's a 4-1 Flin Flon lead. Another chance late. Cohen Semp's shot gets blocked. Semp, he'll pick it up along the boards. He's had a lot of tremendous chances. Did have a goal last night's game. Has some good chances. Gets it back again. Hangs on, shoots it. Save made here by Perron. Rebound picked up, lifted back up to center ice. Bombers can't grab it. Here's a chance now. Boers will rip that over top of the net. Cormier, back of the goal. Picked up here by Hunks. He'll move it ahead to Semp. 26 seconds to go. Semp at center. Dumped it back inside. Ringer after it. Knocked away back of the goal by McCorster. Tanchuk will hold it in. Here's Cormier. Thinking about maybe trying to get that hat trick if he can get a chance, but the Hounds are working him hard. 10 seconds to go. Ryder Ringer. Oh, he looked like he's going to get it wide open to Cormier in front, but a good defensive play that time once again by Lohendorf. This guy's got a bright future.
He does, yeah.
So the Flin Flon Bombers and Notre Dame Hounds will trade goals in the third period. Winds up a 4-1 victory for Flin Flon. Evan Vassell, goal against it. Look at all the Hounds come over here and congratulate their goaltender, Perron.
And well, they should. He played fantastic. Really impressed with this fellow. Big guy.
Look at him. You know what? He's basking in this, and he should be. What a story he was tonight. I'm impressed with him.
And good for the Notre Dame Hounds all going over and congratulate him on a really, really good game.
And Brett Picklington getting over to Mike Regan pretty quickly, shaking his hand as well. Again, a lot of uncertainty what's going to happen with this Notre Dame team, but I'll tell you what, they got a lot of good young players, and I hope nobody hits the panic button over there.
Yeah, me too.
Whether they move or don't move, they got to keep the core of these young guys together. They were fun to watch here tonight. Liam Hunks will come over and chat with his former coach as well. Brett Picklington waiting for him to come over, and obviously a big part of their hockey club before he got moved here January the 10th. But hats off to Notre Dame Hounds, a good young team. They gave it everything they had here tonight and made a good game. A good weekend series, actually. Some pretty entertaining hockey, some good moments both ways. And nice to see Evan Vassell score here against his former club here tonight.
Yeah, it sure was. And as I say, I looked down to see his mom and dad, and I couldn't... It lit up the whole arena when he scored. They were very, very happy, and I know the community misses he and Wiley, and great to see them play well. Wiley had a good game too.
We'll take a break. We got lots to get to here tonight. The final scoring summary, all our post-game show awards, and of course the Great North post-game report as well. Bombers beat the Hounds 4-1 in an entertaining game here on a Saturday at 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
And we're clear. Thing you want to do after a long day is
14 total.
And no one wants to go back into the cold, which is why Chicken Chef will deliver right to your door. Enjoy their signature chicken or tasty pizza Tuesday to Saturday from noon until 7:30. You can have all your favorites from Chicken Chef in the comfort of your own home. Order online at chickenchef.ca, a click away from it always feeling like home.
Discover the sweetest deals on Honda ATVs this year at RAG 1987 in the PAW. You can save $750 on select 2024 ATV models with financing starting from 2.99% for up to 60 months on all 2025 ATV models. You don't even have to make any payments for up to 90 days. Located on 105 2nd Street West in the PAW, RAG 1987 is your exclusive dealer for certified Honda parts in the PAW.
Crane Furniture knows you've dreamed of the day you could say goodbye to your old appliances, and that day is here. With Maytag's Buy More, Save More deal, you can save $150 when you purchase 2 major Maytag kitchen appliances. Say goodbye to the fridge with the obnoxious hum and the oven with the faulty burner, and say hello to a brand new pair of Maytag major kitchen appliances. Maytag's Buy More, Save More deal, now until March 3rd at Crane Furniture and Appliance Center.
McDonald's at your Walmart location is proud to present the Showdown menu in honor of 2 of the big elite players in the NHL, Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid. The Showdown menu puts the new barbecue quarter pounder in honor of Austin Matthews up against the McDavid burger, the popular Big Mac. McDonald's also presenting their all-new triple cheeseburger known as the Hat Trick. The new sandwiches and all your McDonald's favorites available at your Flin Flon drive-thru location all week from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. McDonald's and Flin Flon, proud to support hockey and proud to support your Flin Flon Bombers.
Bailey Homes provides ready-to-move homes as unique as you and your family. They'll be at the 1029 CFAR Trade and Leisure Show this spring to answer any questions you may have, whether it be from the quality of the build to the care of the move. Let Bailey Homes make your dream home a reality. They have the experience delivering custom-made homes to the north. Find out more by calling 1-855-773-0217 or visit bailey-homes.ca.
The Winter Whiteout event is back at Northland Ford. Purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle and you'll be entered to win a travel voucher valued at $5,000. Get discounts of up to $9,000 on select F-150s or choose finance rates as low as 0%. Come see the Ford Bronco Sport or check out Northland Ford's selection of pre-owned inventory. Drive one home and you're in to win that $5,000 travel voucher. The Winter Whiteout event on now at Northland Ford, Flin Flon, and the Paw. The dealership you tell your friends about.
You're up. Well, the Flin Flon Bombers are picked up their 33rd win of the year as they hold off the Notre Dame Hounds here tonight by a score of 4-1. Let's recap the final scoring summary. Just a one goal in the opening period. Keith Gruder continues his amazing year. 30th of the year. Ryder Muka. Nash Holmes, the assist to open things up at 9:49. Would stay that way till the second. For a couple late second period goals for Flin Flon. Pierce Yakimchuk gets his third. Nice face-off win by Gruder. Gets a hold of it. Lets her go. Low glove side here to beat the young netminder tonight, Perron. And then Cormier would get going just after that. Pretty much making something happen out of nothing. Took over, got the puck behind the net. I think he wanted to pass it out front. He had a couple of guys open, couldn't get it there, held on to it. Did some nifty stick handling. Worked his way back to the blue line, then got up to the high slot and ripped her home. 18th of the year. Cohen sent the lone assist on that one at 18:29, so 3-0 after 2. The Bombers would make it a 4-0 game. Cormier would get his 20th of the year. Just the recipient of a beautiful feed from Ryder Ringer out front to dispose of his 20th at 9:27. Semp will get a second assist on that one. Then Evan Bissell, taking advantage. The Bombers couldn't clear the puck. He took it right off the defenseman's stick. Gets a quick chance, and he fires it home. 8th of the year. 4th since he's went over to Notre Dame. Unassisted goal at 18:21. Shots, Flin Flon 23 to the Hounds 8. The Bombers wind up with 51 here tonight. And the Hounds will wind up with 24. And neither team able to get anything going on the power play. Both teams wind up 0 for 4. But all in all, some pretty slick skating. And I'll tell you what, very entertaining hockey game here.
It was fast-paced, Rob. But you look, we're calling the game. You look up the media timeouts came really quick in all three periods. It seemed to me, and periods went quick, and it was a very entertaining game. The Bombers really took over though in the third, and it was a shooting gallery for the on young Caden Perron,
who had a heck of a game here tonight. He played only 4 games heading in, or he'd only played 3 games heading into tonight. I think he was in 1 game in relief as well. But boy, he played well, made some nice saves, and it was really nice to see his teammates come over after the game and congratulate him, pat him, give him a pat on the pads, shoulder, whatever. He played well. I mean, a great effort from him tonight.
I love seeing it, being 2 goalies up here and being a goalie dad. I love to see a young fellow who doesn't get to play a lot play like that.
And maybe now with that performance, maybe they can give a few more games down the stretch. But again,
I'd like to see that.
But probably with Borsos being 20, and he did come from the Alberta League this year, probably want to give him the opportunity to play as many as he can to finish it out. But boy, Thrawn, nice game here tonight. Yep. Let's take a break. All the post-game show awards are coming up here momentarily. Once again, the Bombers, their 33rd win of the year as they knock off the Hounds tonight 4-1 on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
Hud Bay is proud to be a sponsor of this Bomber broadcast.
Yes,
From donations for bursaries, hockey schools, clubs, community events, charities, and so much more, Hud Bay has supported our community with dedication and generosity, contributing to events and organizations. Hud Bay thanks the people of Flin Flon for their continued support.
Time out.
All right, guys, look at the whiteboard. We're going to do this, and then we're going to do that. Jones, what are you eating? There's 5 seconds left in the game.
5 seconds left. All tied up here, folks. Both teams getting ready for the face-off, and Jones has a piece of Jack Links in his mouth. What is he doing? The puck drops. Jones grabs it. He has some room. He shoots. He scores! The Bombers win, and now fans are throwing Jack Links onto the ice. This is madness.
Arctic Beverages and Jack Links Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side.
The last thing you want to do after a long day is making supper, and no one wants to go back into the cold, which is why Chicken Chef will deliver right to your door. Enjoy their signature chicken or tasty pizza Tuesday to Saturday from noon until 7:30. You can have all your favorites from Chicken Chef in the comfort of your own home. Order online at chickenchef.ca, a click away from it always feeling like home.
Every show binged, eating 8 times a day, and walls are starting to ramble at you? This is cabin fever, and it's time for Shane's. How about picking up a new acoustic skill with a new crisp guitar or a booming drum set? Or bring those big family game nights back with a new game for any age. Stop the walls from talking to you and beat down cabin fever with selection unlike any other. Shane's at the Otinike Mall will beat those indoor season cabin fever blues. Take charge. Head to Shane's at the Otinike Mall.
You're on.
Alrighty, it's post-game show word time. Mike, what do you like for the KFC 3-star selection here tonight?
Well, 3rd star, I'm going with, you guessed it, he made a ton of saves, 51 shots on goal. The young goalie, Flin Flon, played just fantastic, and the guy who doesn't get in the games much, it's so, I can't tell you how hard it is for a goalie not to play and then get thrown in against the Flin Flon Bombers in the Whitney Forum. Played great.
So, star number 2?
Star number 2, I'm going to give to Liam Hunks tonight. I thought Liam Hunks played a whale of a game. He jumped up in the play a lot, thought he played aggressive defensively. So, Liam Hunks is our 2nd star. 1st star, Carter Cormier, 2 goals, and, he brings it every game, and Carter Cormier, again, played a great game. After getting injured last night, we were concerned he might not get played tonight, but he did. Warrior, this was tough. I got 3, but I'm going to give it to Reed Arbery. Just plays so strong, and, he missed the net a few times, had some scoring opportunities missed, but honorable mentions to Cohen Semp. And, we talk about defensemen, Rob, who don't get mentioned. Luke Lepper, I thought he played a great game. He could have been up in the 3 stars, too. But he's Cole Tanchuk, you don't hear his name, Ned. That's because he's doing things right. Same with Luke Lepper tonight.
All right, that leaves us with the chiropractic main crunch of the game.
Crunch of the game. I got to go with ex-bomber Wiley Smith on Muka in the second. It started out with, fairly physical and then fizzled out. I had nothing in the third. Alexander had a huge hit in the second. I didn't see who it was on, but I'm giving it to Wiley Smith, ex-Flin Flon Bomber, on Ryder Muka.
There you have it. And, of course, the KFC 3-star selection. Once again, Carter Cormier, 2 goals. He's hit 20 on the year. Hunks, great patrolling the blue line. Of course, what a performance by the young Notre Dame netminer tonight, Caden Perron, as he was able to stop 47 of 51 Flin Flon Bomber shots. So he definitely played hard, worked hard. Congratulations to him. Even in a losing cause, I thought just a fantastic performance, and another guy with a bright future. So that's our post-game show awards. We're going to take one last break. I'm not sure if Mike Reagan will join us tonight or not, but we are going to take one last break. We'll come back with some scores and wrap things up. Canada down 2-1, just under 3 minutes to go. Mike slept. And apparently, and from my sources, neither goal that Biddington has let in has been a good one here.
Is that right? Only 23 shots.
The Americans have a good team, though. So
only 20. Canada outshooting them 23-22. So not a ton of shots on net. It's got to be a close checking game, and I'm sure very exciting.
Anyway, that's the story there. We'll take one last break. Come back with a wrap up for the Whitney Forum momentarily here on 102.9 CFAR and FlinFlonOnline.com.
And we're clear.
The North of 53 Co-op strives to serve the entire community, so they invite you to enjoy the gluten-free items in the bakery freezer. See if you can even tell the difference with everyday items like bread, buns, and bagels, to any sweet treat you can imagine, and some you can't even. Muffins, cakes, donuts, even brownies, all gluten-free and all at the Co-op. No need to limit yourself. See what's in store at the North of 53 Co-op. You're at home there.
Looking for a 2025 SUV? Great North GM in the PAW has the richest selection of SUVs, GMC Envisions, Acadias, Buick Envistas, Chevy Trax, and more. You can check out their GM programs and get pre-approved by going to greatnorthgm.ca. Don't delay. Drive home in your brand new GM, Buick, or Chevy SUV from Great North GM in the PAW. Call 1-888-799-0000 for more information. It's always a great day at Great North GM in the PAW.
Life is a contact sport. Sometimes it hurts, but thanks to Chiropractic on Main, it doesn't have to. Everything about your ankles depends on a good foundation from below. Have your feet work for you, not against you. Get into Chiropractic on Main across the post office today. Don't suffer from agony or defeat any longer. Chiropractic on Main, feel the difference in every step.
What's everyone doing here?
We need to talk.
What do you mean?
You have to go to KFC. We know you've been skipping lunch.
Your stomach is growling. We can't get any work done.
I can stop skipping lunch anytime I want.
It's tearing our office apart.
Look what you've done.
I think it's best we take you to KFC for the famous chicken sandwich.
It's tearing our office apart.
10 seconds.
It's time for the famous chicken sandwich from KFC. So good.
You're on.
Alrighty, quickly, the McDonald's out-of-town scoreboard. SJHL action. Humboldt, a big win today. Knocked off the Battlefords 5-3 Yorkton. The weekend sweep of Estevan, a little bit tighter than it was yesterday, 6-5 the final. Melville has beaten Kindersley 2-0, so they take both games in that home and home this weekend. And Melfort looks like they're going to pick up another victory. They lead LaRange late by a score of 3-1. Manitoba Junior Hockey League scores are all finals now. Swan Valley beat the Freeze 4-1. Niverville over the Blizzard 3-1. Portage gets by Selkirk 4-3. Steinbach all over the Blues 10-2. Winkler beat Wayway 6-2, and Neepawa a 4-2 win on Verdun. Four Nations tournament here today. Finland, it was an overtime, you said, right, that game?
Yes.
They beat Sweden 4-3.
Yeah.
And apparently Canada's got the goalie pulled. United States leads it late 2-1. Less than 2 minutes remaining in that one now?
Yeah, at 1:29. It's just not updating. I noticed Coach Reagan on his way up, so maybe it's over and we haven't been updated.
Yeah, because there'd be a delay on the internet, right?
I'm sure.
3-1 Americans have just scored.
Scored on the empty net, so there it is.
Connor Hellebuck, heck of a goaltender. Well, they got the game on below us here too. Mike definitely taking his time before he comes over for the interview to wrap things up here tonight. But all in all, Mike Slip, it was
Coach Reagan.
A good effort by Notre Dame here. Back
leisurely coming up to the box tonight.
Quickly, Mike. I mean, a good effort by Notre Dame. We'll get to Mike momentarily, but a great effort by them the last couple of games. And just kind of going back on one of the comments we made, really missing that go-to guy that can get a goal for you when you need it.
Yeah.
That's typical with these young teams.
Absolutely, and they have. It looks to me like they have a goalie that can help them out in the future, and hopefully that's the case for Mr. Perron. And great to see Evan Bissell get that goal tonight. Matthew Keeper played a great game too. So. It was. They're better than we thought, Rob.
They've beaten. I mean, I think they've beaten North Battleford 3 times this year.
Is that right?
Yeah, they got some teams that they've given some problems to. Yeah. But great work here these past couple of games, Mike. And we'll be on the road next weekend. Of course, looking forward to that home and home with Melfort, which should be really exciting. February the 28th and March the 1st. We'll bring the coach in here quickly before we wrap things up here from the forum tonight. But I guess most importantly for the Bombers, they did pick up their 33rd win. You're watching that Canada game down there in the room.
Yeah, I wanted to see that.
How's Bennington look there, Mike? Are you glad you don't have him as your starting goaltender?
Well, he's let in a couple softies so far.
Growing up as a kid, we always had good Canadian goalies. Patrick Waugh, Martin Brodeur,
Carey Price.
The list goes on and on now. I mean, it's slim pickings. Anyway, let's talk about your team. A solid 4-1 victory. Boy, in particular, Mike, your team really came out and looked really good in the third period.
Yeah, I thought it was a very blah game. I didn't like the way we played. I thought we played just good enough to win tonight. But our third period was, we definitely played like the team we should play like, and got the win. It bothers me when we give up a goal so late. When you got your goaltender, with sitting there with a shutout, and you just get a little bit lazy and don't play it right to the buzzer. So it's an area that we've talked about. I think that's the third time this year that we've given up a goal with under 2 minutes left, where our goaltender could have a shutout.
He made some good saves when he had to. I didn't get a lot of work in the third period, but in the first one, it was a 1-0 game. A couple of miscues in your own zone. The Hounds took advantage, but he made two or three really good saves. Probably his best saves of the game were back in the opening period.
No, I don't think he had a difficult night tonight. He faced 24 shots, but I bet you 20 of them were from the outside. Like, there wasn't a lot of
I thought those two
real
chances in the
threat.
first were his best saves.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they were definitely his best saves. I just thought that, as bad as we played, they didn't have any real grade A scoring opportunities, I just think, like you said, if anybody was to look at the box score and they go, okay, 4-1, and they shot them 51-24, they'd probably say, oh, the Bombers played really well. I didn't think we played great at all, and yet we're still able to keep them to under 25 shots. So it's a goal of ours. Like, we want to keep teams to under 30 shots, and we've been doing a good job of that, but it's just a little mistake like that is frustrating. And I think it kind of handcuffed Keeps there a little bit, but you're right. I mean, he made two big saves in the first period that, if they score on those, they probably get a lot more life.
You mentioned, Mike, maybe not one of your best games. I thought a great pace tonight. And again, Mike Slip kind of commented on it. This Notre Dame team, not a lot of wins, but they got some guys that can skate. I mean, they moved tonight, and I thought at times, I thought pretty good pace. Like, we played almost 5 minutes in the third period without a whistle. I mean, I think maybe a little bit underrated. I mean, they don't have a lot of wins and a lot of guys that really score a lot of goals, but they got some guys that can skate. They're some good young players.
They play on Olympic-size ice, so you got to skate, and if you can't skate, you just can't play at Notre Dame, I mean, you're forced to skate, and every day in practice, I mean, the dynamics of the rink are so different than a Whitney Forum. So, for them here in rinks like this and Nipawin and Larange, they probably feel like they're going 100 miles an hour, whereas in Notre Dame, and I know that on the flip side, we get so used to playing on the smaller ice surface that you think that having so much time and space, it's going to be an advantage for you, but it's not, So, like you said, they got guys that can skate, and they recruit that way. You got to be able to skate to play there.
Quickly, Mike, let's look ahead. Good road trip coming up. You'll be tested for sure. Yorkton, even without a few players they've lost, they've scored 16 goals down their last two hockey games. That'll be your fourth time you've seen them. Of course, you played them really early in the year. But, I mean, that's a good hockey club. You may play them in the playoffs. It's a definite possibility. Good test against them in Melville. Melville, somehow, with a lack of offense, finding ways to win lots of games and scoring more goals than the last time you saw them.
Yeah, for sure. You know what, Hardy? I'm really looking forward to this road trip because we haven't played our best hockey as of late. We lost to Nipawin. I thought, our last 5 games have been against teams that aren't going to make the playoffs. And so we got to get in there and play those teams that are in the playoff picture and that are grinding right now to get our game back to where we want it to be.
It'll be a good test. The Terriers on Friday, and, of course, Melville on Saturday. And then after that, the home with Melfort, Mike. And if you have any chance of finishing first place, probably going to have to, these next 4 games, you're probably going to have to get 3 out of 4 victories, I would think.
Well, I think you have to beat Melfort in both games and for sure get 1 out of the 2 in order to give ourselves a chance. I don't know what the final ended up in Larange tonight.
No, they're up 3-1 late. So.
Yeah, so, I think obviously it'd be nice to finish first, but I think the biggest thing is getting our game back to where we want it to be and getting some guys healthy. I think we've had more affiliate players play this year than we have probably in the last 5 years, and hopefully we can get some guys healthy and stay healthy.
I'm glad you brought that up. Levo looked pretty good tonight.
Yeah, he's a smart player. He's skates well, offensive-minded defenseman at the AAA level. He's a guy that we hope that's going to be in the lineup for us next year, and we wanted to get him in a game here and give him the experience at the Whitney Forum here, and thought that it was a great opportunity for him.
Sounds good, Mike. Looking forward to, like I said, should be a really good test for you next weekend on the road. Yorkton, Melville, 2 teams jockeying for positions, and 2 teams that you've traditionally played pretty well. So it should be a really good test for your club hitting the road here.
For sure. Thanks, Righty.
All right, that's Mike Reagan, the head coach of the Bombers. Once again, his team winning this game by a score of 4-1, and the Bombers will pick up their 33rd victory of the year, and have now hit 70 points. Like I mentioned, only one of 2 teams, as well as the Melfort Mustangs, to officially clinch a playoff spot. So a great weekend for them. Our thanks to Mike Slip for being color commentator tonight. Mike Reagan as well for his comments before and after the game. Great to catch up with Joey Lees, our Creighton Pizza player profile. Of course, congratulations to him again for all the great work he does in the community. The Bombers representative again, or nominee again for the RBC Community Ambassador Award. And, of course, great to catch up Evan Bissell. The former Bomber scores tonight.
Yeah.
He and Wiley Smith both look really good. And, of course, we should mention really quickly as well, just a great tribute tonight again for Lorraine Crocus, of course, a longtime billet mother, longtime fixture in the community at the rink. And she unfortunately passed away back in January. But nice tribute by the Bombers for her tonight, first class again. And so nice words said from Brenda Lashnick. Former Bomber, of course, is one of the many players that stayed at her home throughout the many years. And great to see Ben before the game. And like I said, making a donation on her behalf to the hockey club. And I know they're going to do something special with that. So all in all, a great night here at the Forum.
It sure was, Rob. I just saw Evan Bissell and Wiley Smith, a couple of Bombers coming out to say hello and send them on their way. Very popular players here. They're missed, but that's junior hockey, and great to see Evan get that goal. Great to see young Perron play well, and great to see the Bombers take two.
We'll see what happens next weekend. We'll be in Yorkton Friday, Melville Saturday. Our next two broadcasts, the Creighton Furniture Flin Flon Bomber Hockey, 7 o'clock start times. We'll be on the air both nights, with the Great North pregame at 6:40. Bombers win this one 4-1, 33rd win of the year. Good night from the Whitney Forum. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
1029
And we're clear.
CFAR thanks you for being a part of tonight's Bomber broadcast. Any description?
Nice of you to get a Bomber game in between that.